First off, we give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushua, Ba'Hashem, and Kakwadash.
double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and the sincere Shalom to the Akim out here that's doing and pushing his work with truth and sincerity. We the Hebrew Israelites, we come in week in, week out, to prophesy the downfall of America, which is known as Babylon the Great, according to the Bible. Okay? And we here to reach the elect of our people, okay? Which are the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay, the elected 12 tribes, okay, which are predominantly the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, okay, here in America, okay, but we're scattered throughout the whole globe, okay. We want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, okay, who taught us this truth, okay, and the sincere Shalom to all the Akim out here that's taught to push this work, the truth and the sincerity, okay. But we're going to go ahead and get Habakkuk 2. Habakkuk 2 and 1.
This is Habakkuk 2 and 1. It says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower.
Right, so we're watching to see the things that are going on in this world and how it correlates with what the Bible has said. Okay? We see these things, okay? We know that they're true, okay, because the Bible prophesied of it happening before it happened, okay? Go ahead.
It says, and will watch to see what he will say unto me.
Right, what is the Lord saying unto us? It's through his scriptures, okay? He already said it, okay? He said he's coming back, okay? The kingdom of heaven is going to be here on earth. Order is going to be restored because right now it's out of order. Super out of order. This is chaos. You know? This is a dystopia. Okay? But
it says, and what I shall answer when I am through. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision for the appointed times, and at the end it shall speak.
And that's the key word right there. At the end it shall speak and not lie. And not lie. Okay? Because these things that we said, as much as people can try to deny what we say, when the things that we say come to pass, you're gonna realize that it's a reality.
Wait a minute, but it's your interpretation. It's your interpretation on everything. You don't have the goofy ass come up.
Right.
It's your interpretation. But everything is written in the Bible.
You know what? Sister said that 2 Peter 1 and 20. Okay? Because we not out here holding Bibles, okay, got on these garments for no reason, man. You know? We're here to answer any question that anybody says. You know? In sincerity. Okay? We're not out here to answer foolish questions. Okay? But everything that we speak and say, we back it up with the scriptures. Okay? Because that's what we out here for.
Peter 1 and 20. It says, know in this verse that no prophet in scripture is of any private interpretation.
Right. So one of the ways of how we know the prophecies, right, is because it's just one person that just said certain things. You know what I'm saying? Another person said certain things. You know what I'm saying? And it all links up. It all correlates with what the scriptures are saying. You know? So you go precept upon precept. See, a Christian, they'll just read the Bible from the top to the bottom, from the front to the back, and think that they understand it. You know? But when we ask them certain questions, what is the dragon? Who is the whore according to Revelation? Break down Revelation, any chapter of Revelation. You know? They can't even break down the first chapter. Because as soon as we get to the fact that the Lord is a so-called black man, all of a sudden skin color don't matter. You know? So that shows you who really believes and what is really inside of these scriptures. You You know, because it says it plainly of how the Lord looks. You know, but you speak to these people in plain words, simple words, and they still don't understand it. You know, the scriptures isn't something that is like it's too far beyond reach. Yeah, it's too far beyond reach for you people because y'all think that it contradicts itself. It don't. You know, y'all people are walking contradictions. Okay, go ahead.
This further brother, this is 2nd Ezra 12 and 37. It says, therefore write all these things that thou hast seen in the book. Why? Because the average Christian don't even understand the expression nowadays.
Right.
It's too much for them. It says, and teach them to the wise of the people, whose heart thou knowest may comprehend and keep these secrets.
And it starts with the fear of the Lord. You know, it starts with the fear of the Lord because it all begins and it ends with the Lord. You know, now all of a sudden you have people who think, oh, we're in the year 2023, times have changed, right? Like God is out the picture. You know?
You notice how they say that every year, though. They say that because it went from saying new year, new me to it's this such and such year. It's time to change.
Yeah.
So that goes to show you that America itself never stays the same. It's a walking, like you guys mentioned, it's a walking contradiction.
Right.
They maybe
Speaking about walking contradictions, it's all around us, man. You know, all these people are fucking walking contradictions, man. Okay. So you got women that's trying to be men. You know, it's a contradiction. You know, a woman that say that she is lesbian, but I don't like men. But you get with that person. You know, like come on now, that's a contradiction right there. Okay, can one of y'all brothers look up the word contradict? You know, that's a walking contradiction. Women say that she don't like men, but then she getting, you know, plastic dildo and stuff like that. You know? What is it about men you don't like, but you're trying to get it out of this woman that's a stud? You know what stud means? Still titties under that shirt. You know? So no matter how much they try to act like they tough and all that stuff, they never gonna be a man. I seen a woman yesterday trying to change a tire. She was struggling with that shit.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but I just said bringing a oil change. There was a woman back there doing knee pads.
You said knee pads. They don't last long. Y'all got that word?
Yeah, I got it for you. It says a combination of statements, ideas, or features of a situation that are opposed to one another. A person, thing, or situation in which inconsistent elements.
Let me say this. The minute she walking, trying to act like she a man, right?
Right.
But then you smack her. That's a woman.
Yeah, right.
Don't touch her, that's a woman.
Right.
But you acting like a man though. You see how she just walked up, right? Trying to. Women can't do what we do as men. You know what I'm saying? But this world teaches that these women can do everything. They can be like men, put men out the way. You know? I don't give a fuck how much they try to act like men. They're not men. You know, it's a contradiction. Okay? Yeah, 3 and it's not 4.
This is Amos 3 and 4. It says, will a lion roar in the forest?
Right. So we just out here cussing people out for no reason. Right? So we just cussing people out for no reason. You know? See, the Christian church used to tell people that, you know, oh, you're gay, you're going to hell. You know? And then you know, they don't understand what hell is, and they don't even understand what heaven is. You know? Christians for the longest have been trying to say that the Bible is their book. I'm talking about the religion Christianity. You know? The Bible is their book, but then they don't explain nothing. You know? All they do is Jesus, believe in the Lord and be saved, repent. You know? They used to do that. Now it's come as you are. No matter what philosophy you in, how you look. That man, that woman that thinks she was a man could come into a church and say she believes in Jesus. You know? You think that the Lord, if the Lord was here on the scene, that he would be okay with that bull crap, man? Go ahead. So the line is ruined. And the Lord is the ultimate line, man. When you look at a line don't turn away from no prey. It looks at everything like it's a prey, man. Okay? Because it's the key for a reason. Okay? And people are going to see that the Lord, Yahweh Shah, that he is a king. That's the line of the tribe of Judah. You know? He is a king. So, a terrible king, but it said in the book of Revelation that he's a king of kings. Okay? The Lord of lords. Okay? So, and he had many, because he's going to take down all these nations, man. Okay? Go ahead. And if y'all brothers, you know, y'all anything y'all want to say, bring out, you know, scriptures or whatever, you know.
It says, will a young lion cry out of his den if he hath taken nothing? Can a bird fall in a snare upon the earth where no chain is for him?
Right. So people don't realize that the one we are in, we call God, is setting y'all up. He got y'all in the trap that y'all don't realize, man. You know, you ain't gonna be able to escape that judgment. Okay? Go ahead.
Shall one take up a snare from the earth and have taken nothing at all? Shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid?
Right. So a lot of these people are really afraid of the things that we're saying to happen are going to happen. They don't want that. You know? They don't want America to be destroyed because that goes right along with their hopes and dreams failing. You know? They don't want their hopes and dreams to fail, man. You know? But here we are, you suffer, and you don't even freaking care about that. You know? They'll look at it, well, America is better than these other countries. You know? It's better to be in America than to be in Africa, you know, third world countries. You know? The kingdom, our people, and I say that for our first, you know, Israelites, okay, the people on their side, okay, because they don't want better, okay. What's that scripture that you like to bring out? Was it Isaiah 42? Isaiah 42 and 22. Our people don't want to see rulership. They don't want to have slaves and servants. Okay? Your women, these women, they want you to be a slave onto them. You know? But the thing is, if we're men and we're saying we're going to have slaves and servants, they don't see that. They want you to be a slave onto them because they feel as though that they up over you. You know what I'm saying? We talking about rulership of the world. You know, and the women are going to be in subjection onto us. They're going to be servants because that's what the word woman really means. You know, go ahead. A female servant.
Isaiah 42 and 22, it says, but this is a people robbed and spoiled.
Right, niggas love being in the hood, you know, claiming government-owned property, you know. Why do you think they call it the projects, man? You know? Y'all niggas are science projects, man. You know? Yeah, they was talking about they got this projects here in Baltimore called Latrobe.
That Puerto Rican way.
This shit is dirty, trifling, filled with niggas.
Always.
You know? And they were saying when the virus happened that that it was in the poop water. You know? You know how who is tested poop water for the virus? You know? That's crazy.
Crazy out here.
Go ahead.
Yeah. It says,
but they put that notion that our people had to be the first to take it. You know, it's not going to be successful unless these people take it.
Slide the camera down.
You know,
get on the road and they try to switch it and put it on up, you know, until it is.
right?
Yep. It says, but this is a people robbed and spoiled.
Oh, we got the BA brothers down here. You know, BA brothers.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah.
It said,
Hey, tell them y'all camp channel too.
Oh yeah, GMS Virginia. We have GMS Soldiers for the Most High 144. We have my page, Babylon is Wicked.
Yeah, we also got GMS Spiritual Powers.
GMS The Right Olive.
What?
yep. This is Isaiah 42 and 22. It says, but this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses.
Yeah, that's all those projects. That's a prison house, man. You know, so when that siege comes, they know they don't got no back doors in there. You notice that? They don't got no back doors for the most part.
So I think we got the other brothers from the church.
Oh yeah.
The other brothers here coming down, part of the church.
Hey, shalom to the brothers and sisters on the phone.
Shalom.
It says, and they are hid in prison houses. They are for a prey, and none deliver.
And that's those projects, man. You know, y'all are for a prey. Okay, that's Nahum 3 and 1. Okay, you say you got a precept?
Luke 18 and 17. For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest. Neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad. So, you know, like the brother going into, you know, one time Esau, he said, hey, the potion was good for you. It was nicely for you. He even put up the Tuskegee experiment for you again. He said, hey, we know what we did, but this time, this is for the love we have for you. We know we wronged you the first time, but now, this is out of the goodness of our heart. This is good for you. But now, look at Jake, the jumping dead. Football players, the jumping dead. Basketball players, the jumping dead. Our old ones, the jumping dead. So again, you know, one time, you know, Esau gave us a system to go in the project. Government system, welfare, let's keep that Negro off the house. Years later, they said, we got him now. Let's glorify this mess. The drugs, the gangs. And now it's coming out that everything that the devil did for us, it backfired. It's not for us. And then look at the results of our people. Every city we go to, state to state, bunch of fuck ups. What the fuck is scumbags, man? You know?
Scumbags.
Man.
This is Nahum 3 and 1. It says, woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not.
Right, the so-called white man has smote our people. Okay, and it's like you wrong if you fight back. You know, you wrong if you call it out. Yeah, you full of hate, racist.
You're wrong. No?
What we're doing, if we would have done this to slavery, we would have got put to death. All one of us hanging from a light pole or a tree. You know? So it's amazing that we are even standing right here and able to have this platform to be able to speak. You know? Okay.
Proverbs 12, I'm going to start at 18. There is that speaketh like the piercing of a sword, and the tongue of the wise is health. The lip of truth shall be established forever, but a lying tongue is but for a moment. and how's that lying tongue but for a moment. And see, Jacob's consumed out here now. If we left it up to the 2/3, we'll stay here forever. And Esau would never come out of power. But since the prophets came out here, the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Shah, you see these Edomites, they can't hide anymore. They can't be communions anymore. They can't say, I'm Chinese. I'm African. I'm the real people. They can't hide themselves no more. You know? They're being exposed. Now you're really seeing this nigga really can't dance. He has no rhythm. He is a fucking
Who's that?
Esau. If you leave it up to 2/3, this nigga's the greatest nigga ever.
Right.
Oh, his words are so witty. The white man is so. What Aries Spears said, thank you, white man. You know, we love you. You know?
Yeah.
That's Jake. Jake has become cheerleader. Everything Esau do, who got the pom-pom? Go white man. Go white. That's our people. You know? That's why they hate us rebuking at the gate and telling everything that this nigga did. Because see, your hero lied to you. Your hero made you look bad.
Yeah, it's still doing. What they did is still doing.
You know, our people will big up Esau on high levels.
Yeah.
They always want to save him. They'll bring him into the church. They'll bring him to any so-called black congregation, right? And dance with them. But then they hate us.
Yeah.
They hate even each other. Niggas killing each other. They got no problem with that. You know?
We get on Esau, and they come out and say, no!
Yeah.
Not massa.
Man, these people are in power and this is what they wear.
But that's why Jake got Uchi shorts on. They wear the Uchi daddy shorts. You know? I always said this, now the nigga woman, she got the little dog in the bag. When she driving you see the little teacup Yorkie out the window. What the fuck is this? You see the so-called black man, big ass nigga, 6'7". He got the little fucking poodle.
6'7", 300.
6'7", with Crocs on.
The value of other men down. We those real men out here, man.
Right.
Those men in the world that's toting guns, they're all effeminate. You know, our weapon is these scriptures in the word of the Lord. That's why everybody come up here, they can never stand against the word of the Lord.
Like we always say, who came back the second week? Everybody said, "Go, I'll be back here next week." Yeah. Next week.
Or they might even say, I'll be back, I'm going to get something to drink. Then you see them, they cross the street walking.
Hey, look, they don't look.
That's true.
Continuing on. Deceit is in the heart of them that imagine evil, but to the counselors of peace is joy. There shall no evil happen to the just, but the wicked shall be filled with mischief. Allowing your lips on abomination to the Lord, but they that deal truly are his delight.
So a lot of people they think that we're gonna go out like you know in the form of a nigga, you know. We're going against the so-called white man, right? And we don't stand a chance, you know. Some of them they think that you gotta get a weapon in order to fight them, you know. Or you gotta get into the law system. It's the best possible solution, man. You know, we don't need weapons. You know, Esau, as much as he got the things that he had from the carnal aspect, it still was a spiritual thing. You know, because they was blessed to have the things that they had. Okay, as far as with the sword. Okay, they took everything down with the sword because that's a blessing. It's a spiritual blessing that the Lord gave unto them, man. Okay? It's not that they some special people, you know, that has guns and the, you know, the power to just take down nations, you know? They're not even taking on all the nations with just the weapon, with the sword. You know, now they're going into these nations and taking them out with the philosophies. You know, having these nations sip on that Babylonian juice.
Well, you know, the women, you know, when they're going to the Middle East, right? Women are submissive, they covered up. Then they'll come in the form of, have you been wrong? Have you been oppressed? Have you been lied to? What democracy is? Men have been oppressing us. Let's take these tops off. Then they'll pay people off. The start of, rousing up women. Then they get gunned down or, you know, dismantled. But then Esau goes, damn, I failed. Then they'll come back and give it another one. But the point is this. Esau always going around with this subtleness and deceit. Not all about it. Really, people know at one point, they really can't deal with this guy. So what they do, Esau goes around, he's bullying people. But in the name of imperialism. If you want to look at how Esau moves, this is going, you look at imperialism, man. And all these nations will tell you that this is how this whole white man moves, man. He'll say, if you don't accept it, we'll just sanction you. We'll just cut other things off. You got certain resources, we'll just take them. And we'll put military around there. You don't have to perform that, but we're just going to bring them.
Yeah, he did that to Ghana. Because they're not with the LGB alphabet thing. But they had already funded them. You know, gave them the money. So if they don't accept it, that's their contract. Like what happened with Kanye.
Remember, you know, Jamaica's not down with the LGBTQ either. But then I think they're trying to tell, we speak to certain roles in Jamaica, and they'll say like, yo, they're trying to make Jamaica pay a couple billions just because they don't accept it. So they'll tax you heavy.
Yeah, the financial, religion, and then the war aspect. Those the brother had a precept. You got a precept?
It's about concerning Jacob. Just to make it quick. It says this about our people. This is Isaiah 1:3. It says, "The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel doeth not know. My people do not consider it." Like you just said, man. Like I said, our people don't know who they are, man. You know, our people always want to go for answers. Well, I mean, the answer's right here, man. But our people don't want to hear it, man. You know what I mean? Our people want to find different outlets. You know, go to God's community, African and Dr. Rumor and all that stuff. Well, meanwhile, they don't have the answers. They say the same stuff, man. Like I said, we go on YouTube, the manosphere, whatever. You know, our people dominate, you know, and everything. But yeah, you know, talking about women, this and that. Okay, like I said, this is, you know, what I mean, this is getting repetitive gurgitate. You know, they say the same stuff all over again. But you ever notice that ever since, like I said, early days, women and all that stuff, you know, started getting in it. But we don't, like I said, if you read hard enough, it's really about all the money, though, you know. And like I said, and of course, you know, it's the majority of men. So of course, they're gonna listen to women, you know, and all that stuff. And then finally, she been exposed, and now, you know, like I said, we see, right? She be talking, you know, shit about our people, talking about, you know, what I mean, our people are lazy, and you know, Hamites do more than this. And now, basically, she got exposed.
And they brought Nick Fuentes, probably a Spaniard, devil. He was going in on Jay.
Yeah.
The niggas ain't shit. He need to get destroyed. Governor. Basically, he was talking both guys shit.
Yeah, that truly thing. She used to laugh at the black woman.
Oh, man.
In her wickedness, and rightfully so with this shit. Fucking black woman. You know? But now, she don't understand, the black woman ain't understand that she's the enemy. And like the brother saying, all the women want to, you know, they'll debate with her respectfully, right? But her own man, she talk to like shit. Right. They'll respect the white woman over her own lord.
They try to be equally yoked.
Yeah.
And they try to talk intellectually with them.
Yeah.
But the so-called black woman or so-called black man, he's flying, spit flying, you know?
And on top of that, like I said, you know what I mean? Like I said, that's revenue, you know? Like I say, you know what I mean? I always say, like I said, if you want to make money on YouTube, talk about the black woman.
Yeah.
You know? But the point I want to bring out is that after she got exposed, like I said, you still got some of our people defending this damn devil, man. She devil, man. And in that, man, that's what you said.
And the devil is the one that got us in this position. You always go to the root. When we was born over into slavery, we knew different languages. We was speaking a form of Hebrew, right? We had traditions and culture. And then what did they do? They forced, you can read the book called Negro, How to Make a Negro a Slave. They forced that Christianity on us, man. So through generations, our people saw white as beautiful. That's why the black woman would perm their hair. And if you go back in the older days,
Angry, toxic.
Yep. But if the money was pumped in us and we was worth billions of dollars, a woman if you could look like Kermit the Frog, you know, you could be a green alien with a big ass head. And if he's a billionaire, she gonna lay with him. It's about money. That's why when the Most High give us our power, we ain't gonna have no problem with them women, man. Don't worry about these damn women, because they gonna flip on Esau in a minute.
Yeah, and for the longest, they were saying men fuck anything. These women, they fuck water, cucumbers,
Well, now
the alien looking niggas.
Well, they used to say that the black woman, I know not my mother, but the older woman used to say don't lay down with white woman.
Right,
lay down with dogs, you get fleas.
Right.
But now they the dogs and the fleas.
Right.
The black woman got more diseases than anybody.
Right.
She got Planned Parenthood. You got white woman that's standing in front of Planned Parenthood. You got white woman standing in front of Planned Parenthood to stop the black woman from aborting their child.
What you say? What you say? What you say, boy?
Oh, you say that?
No, you like that stuff you say. What you say?
You don't want none of that. You get lit up with this girl. Rob on the seat.
But yeah, that's the philosophy of this world, man. Yeah, they saw they tore up the household structure, that's all gone. You know, the natural order through its philosophy.
Habakkuk 2:4. It says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
Right.
But
You know what that's all about? So what? Habakkuk 2:5. No, 2:4. Go ahead.
It says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
Yeah, who that's talking about? It's Esau. You know who Esau is, right? Who you say he is?
That person. I started out watching white woman.
You say he started off thinking that the so-called white man was the white man, but now he's thinking the Arabs.
Who said they're Arab?
That's
I said that's just what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Train of thought.
Why would you think that?
Just thinking who over there in the land and how they prospering off oil and the land they over there in and claiming to be their slaves.
What if we show you who the Arabs are?
Huh?
Show you who they are from the Bible.
I'm on scripture, book chapter verse. I can't deny it.
Right, Genesis 17 and 17.
I'm here to learn.
That's right. We're going to teach you today. We're here to learn. We're going to teach.
This is Genesis 17 and 17. It says, then Abraham fell upon his face and laughed and said in his heart, shall a child be born unto him that is 100 years old? And shall Sarah that is 90 years old bear? It says, and Abraham said unto God, oh, that Ishmael might live before thee. And God said, Sarah thy wife shall bear thee a son indeed, and thou shalt call his name Isaac. And I will establish my covenant with him for an everlasting covenant, and with his seed after him.
right. That word Ishmael. Right, we're gonna go into that word.
No, Isaac is the one out of Abraham's seed. He had Isaac and he had Ishmael. Isaac got the covenant, but we're going to keep reading to show you what Ishmael got, to show you who Ishmael really is. Okay? You want to keep on reading? Yeah.
Verse 20 it says, and as for Ishmael, I have heard thee, behold, I have blessed him, and will make him fruitful, and will multiply him exceedingly. 12 princes shall he beget.
Now, with the doctrine that you might have heard, that came out of some other Israelites, like, what's his name? Divine Prospect. He teach that they're the Arabs. But that's not true. Keep going.
Yeah, it says, and I will make him a great nation.
He said he will make him a great nation. Go ahead.
But my covenant will I establish with Isaac.
Right.
Which Sarah shall bear unto thee at this set time in the next year.
So now we want to go into understanding who Esau is and Ishmael is, because when you read the story Jacob and Esau, right? Jacob, you know, if you know a little bit about the Bible, you had Isaac and Rebekah, who had Jacob and Esau. Now we got to understand who Esau is. Now Arabs, they got blessed. That's why they got the oil. They got the, you know, the nation that they received, the princes. That's why they'll call themselves princes. You know, they'll still call themselves princes. That's what you read. That was Ishmael. That's an Arabic. That's what they believe. That's an Arabic nation. Now we can go and show you who Esau is to show you that. Then the Arabs, according to doctrine, do they fit the prophets of the white man?
I get that word. Just like we said too. What are like the main war reserves? I mean, in the world. War reserves. Well, one of the biggest one was Venezuela. Esau is trying to get the war reserves. That's why Esau wants to that main hub world in the Middle East, and he wants to go to Venezuela. What happened was Venezuela had their own war hub, and they pretty much, that's why they went to the war with Iraq, to get control of the oil. One of the reasons why is getting access to oil, plus other resources. So after that, Venezuela had known for being a main hub oil. What happened was Esau pretty much sanctioned Venezuela and pretty much flushed them out of them making any deals or selling their oil across other countries. That's why Venezuela eventually went bankrupt, being broken. I remember you just said Ishmael had all the control of the oil. He doesn't. Esau does.
Yeah, he went in Gaddafi.
Yeah.
And killed Gaddafi because he wanted it back out of the dollar. So that's what it's all about. They have a certain amount of power. They were blessed, but they're not in total rulership. Job 9:24.
Real quick, when you look at Esau, it talks about him being his replica of Ishmael doesn't have it. When you look at the quarter, the Roman Empire, the Greeks, if you touch an eagle here, where you go? You go to jail. So when you look at Petra, Rome, it all suits Esau, it suits Israel, right? And when you look at who governs the whole, it says Job 9:24, the earth will give to the hand of the wicked. So all right.
The Middle East is the rule of the world.
Who wants to be Middle Eastern? Is Arabic like the main language? No, English.
And all the Arabs trying to run the whole world.
They're not making everybody bow down to a carpet. Mecca. But Esau is making millions and billions off of Christianity and a white Jesus.
Yeah. This is the definition of Ishmael.
Which Ishmael in Hebrew is Yashima Allah, which means he has heard Allah. But
yep, the first definition, it says, son of Abraham and Sarah's handmaid Hagar.
Right, that's who Ishmael came from, out of Hagar. What?
And the progenitor of the Arabian people.
So Ishmael is the progenitor of the Arabian people. You got it.
So now what we want to do is show you according to the Bible now. Is to forget our words. Let's see what the Bible says. Zephaniah 2:5, hold Obadiah.
All right.
Yep. Oh, you had something?
This is Zephaniah 2:5. It says, woe unto the inhabitants of the sea coast, the nation of the Cherethites. The word of the Lord is against obeying. The hand of the Philistines I will even destroy thee, and there shall be no inhabitant. And the sea coast,
I'm gonna get it in.
have a
Two letters.
show you in the book of Habakkuk. According to the Bible, this cannot be those Arabs. Go ahead.
This is Habakkuk 2:5. It says, "Yet also because he transgresses my wife. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. Who enlargeth his desire is hell."
Because that's what we was reading. His soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him. You know. But
now, if you look at all the embassies, right? Just like the Roman Empire, they had garrisons set up, even in like Capernaum, when that soldier that they claimed was that the one you call Jesus healed. They said he was a Roman soldier or something. You had our people in the Roman military, right? Just like today. And when the one you call Jesus, Yahushua, he healed, I think, the mother of the soldier, the centurion. Do you know, like Colin Powell would have been a centurion? A centurion was a man over, a soldier over like 500. And what happens when soldiers go out and fight over in Pakistan is from America, from Baltimore? They gonna come back. And that's all they did is went back to Capernaum to go back. So what we're showing you is that the white man who owns the world, he still has our people set up under authority to running governments, like Brandon Scott and all those guys. So just because somebody said they're a centurion or they're a soldier or they're a general, it don't mean they're white. We are the salt of the earth. So when you really look at it, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. The Arabs don't have that kind of control over the whole globe. Only the white man has that control over the whole globe. We're also going to show you the book of Obadiah. Drop there, get Obadiah. This is what kills it. This is what kills that fact that the Arabs, the white man is Arab. Go ahead. Yep. Oh, I don't know if this brother had something to.
I just want to get about the promises between the bondmaid and the Greek woman. If you want that scripture. Yep. Okay. This is Galatians chapter 4, verse 22. And it says, For it is written that Abraham had two sons, one by a bondmaid, the other by a free woman. But he who was born, it says, but he who was of the bondwoman was born after the flesh, but he of the free woman was by promise. Which things are,
We'll show you that Ishmael was after the carnal matter. Isaac was after the spiritual. So the two. Yeah, you look like Ishmael.
Where you from, sir? You said where? Turkey. You said where? Turkey. Okay.
Our people amongst them will also teach that our people are nations. And they might even look like them. Do you know there's people who look white that are still our people? But no other Israelite group is teaching that but us. Great millstone.
I don't really study well, not I guess information, but I do
All right, we're going to show you something on that too. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I wanted to say, that scripture said, he's a proud man. He don't keep it at home. The so-called white man is the only one known to go around different parts of the world conquering. You know, Arabs ain't known to do that. They just in their own land.
It says, Proverbs 25 and 28, he that have no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down without walls. Now, when you look at Ishmael, they have morals. Their women are subject to them. They have a customs. And they basically, with the word Quran is recite, they recite it from the scriptures. That's why when you look at Ishmael, you would think they might be our people. They're not, they're just our cousins. But they're close to us. Their laws and their ways are close to us.
That's what I'm saying, but even though they share the hands, they both got the same thing. They just...
Yeah, but you do. That's true, but do you know out of a man can come two different nations?
Yeah, I'm not saying that that's anything.
Right. Well, we are so-called human.
Yeah, I'm just saying that. I'm just putting that
correlation with what he said with that person.
Right, yeah.
But when you look at Esau, he has nothing. He has nothing. That's why when you hear like comedians, they always say, white man is just free. They do what they want. They have no control over their spirit. So when you look at the prophecy of Esau, it fits the so-called white man. It doesn't fit Ishmael. Ishmael is not pushing Mecca across the four corners. You know, you don't see the so-called nigger. Only way you really see the nigger woman or the black woman or the Hispanic woman being Muslim is on the East Coast. You don't see that anywhere else. You don't see Muslims, Allah, you know, all that. You don't hear that only on the East Coast.
You don't see them with a bunch of nuclear missiles, man. Weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah.
They're the only ones can target another nation of having weapons of mass destruction, and they have the main weapons of mass destruction. You know? Go ahead.
You get Edom out of the Zonabas as well.
Okay, you want to pull it?
Yeah. This is Edom. Figures prominently in the prophetic scriptures as the scene of great future judgment.
Right, Edom is another name for Esau.
Now, when you go back to, like this brother brought out, they go back to Petra. They call themselves Caucasians. Why? Right? And that's where they had the eagle, which they took it from Babylon. Babylon had the eagle too. But the word Caucasian, caucus, goes back to cave. When you go to the dentist and you get a cavity, a hole, it just means a hole. They was living in the clefts of the rock. But that's in the Bible too. Read that.
Look at this.
And this is it.
Not to be, I ain't being repetitive, but or to pull you out, but most of these scriptures, like I ain't heard some of them, so it is. That's why I said. That's why I think it was the white man, but I ain't 100%.
Go to the one he calls the left of the rocks and then go to
Yeah. Let me start over.
Two. Where's his three? Read three. Yeah. We just want to get to the point.
This is Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 3. It says, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rocks.
Now, you can say, okay, the Arabs, but they don't dwell in cliffs of the rocks. You know, they might dwell in some mountains, but they don't dwell in cliffs of the rocks. Right. Go ahead. Yep. But we're going to show you. Keep going.
It says, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down
now
to
their
the ground?
habitation is high. That's why they build those skyscrapers, right? You're not, according to the laws, you ain't supposed to build a building a certain height. Right? Go ahead.
And these buildings are all rocks too.
Which goes back to the Caucasus, later to the Caucasus Mountains.
Yeah, we wouldn't even be able to say what name a Middle Eastern city. The habitation is high. You can't even name it. You know what I'm saying? Now, we can name multiple cities.
Right. Right. Go ahead.
Yeah, it says, thou that exalt thyself as the eagle.
Right. You look on your money, there's the eagle. You can't tell me that's Arab money. Go ahead.
It says, and thou though set thy nest among the stars.
They set their nests among the stars. The Arabs ain't going up and setting up space stations and satellites. Why do they got a satellite called GOD. It's called Global Orbiting Device. And that's how you got your cell phone. That ain't from no damn Arabs. I read that book.
You want to get a little bit of wisdom, read this book. Shoot a piece of phone. Yeah. Like I say, once you read the scripture, you have the scripture.
A lot of the scriptures is confirmation on the stuff I thought I do like. And it's kind of not slaving on and carrying those scriptures as confirmation like, hey, they is who I thought they were.
Esau's the so-called white man, in a nutshell. In fact, in Genesis 25 and 25. You got it? Yeah. Brother, hey, he's already on it.
Because we gotta go to the root.
Bring it out now? Yeah, bring it out now. Yeah,
Genesis,
brothers got it.
this is Genesis 25 and 25. It says, and the verse came out red all over like a hairy garment.
Hey, if you actually look at it, they cut their hair off, you know? But if they let their hair grow out, they really hairy, man, you know? Oh, when they was in the mountains, because the Lord, at first they called them Caucasian, it was in the mountains, you know? The Caucasus Mountains, when they was in the mountains, the Bible speak about that in the book of Job. They didn't have a language, they was walking around hairy. You look at the Geico commercial, that's a game. Oh yeah, they was super hairy.
These were people that was supposed to be the entire tree themselves. Where they get the barbarians, Vikings, us.
Where you from? These brothers from Virginia. What part of Virginia? Lynch. Hey, brother, how far are you from Lynchburg? You say you're in Lynchburg.
Yeah, these brothers from Lynchburg.
Yeah, we used to camp out in Roanoke.
Oh yeah, so that's about an hour away from my city.
Now we're in Richmond though. We're in Richmond now.
Yeah, I got family all in Richmond.
No, you live down there or you just up here?
Yeah, I live up there. I got family up here too.
Okay, yeah, maybe give these brothers info and their channel or whatever. Yeah, right. Well, we on live too. Yeah, we give y'all a channel. But let them read a little bit more.
Oh yeah, the Genesis 25.
Oh, yeah.
Can you repeat it?
Yeah, it's Genesis 25 and 25. It says, and the verse came out red all over like a hairy garment.
They're not really white. They're really red. Go ahead.
It says, and they called his name Esau.
Which is what? And they wait for the wedge seeds, you know? Because everybody had melanin back then, but this red looking baby come out. It's like, what the heck?
They got red.
Look. Oh, Shalom.
It says, and the verse came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. And after that came his brother out.
You know why he came out red? Yeah, he came out first, but he came out red for a reason. It was a distinguishing factor.
But you know, it's a curse. You know that there's a thing called leprosy in the Bible, where if you were cursed, you read in the story, who was that? Gehazi. Yeah, he was cursed. Miriam. You heard the story of Miriam? The story of Miriam? Moses, Aaron, and Miriam? Yeah, well, Miriam was cursed white, leper. And that's Esau, he was cursed. Not to have melanin is a curse. Also, some of our people have black melanin right now.
Yeah, you never heard anybody else in the Bible that was distinguished of how they looked when it came out. Right, you know? That's why the Lord had to make that difference. They look that way because it's a curse. You know, for the Lord. Now, like the elder said, some of our people can look white. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
It's a spiritual thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like an indicator. You know, it's a spiritual indicator that when you look at it, okay, you say, okay, it's a person. It's Edomite. You know, depending on how their spirit is, be an Israelite. You know, but the reason they look that way for a reason, because going back to the first person who lost their melanin was Cain. You know, that was Cain coming back. You know, go ahead.
Like the brother was bringing out, he doesn't give a description on what Jacob looked like.
Right.
You know, this gave a description on what Esau looked like, because he looked, you know, very, very different. It says, and after that came his brother out.
Uh-oh.
And his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare him, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter.
a man of the field.
That's why we was reading that Habakkuk 2. All he do is go around, rape, rob, and murder the world. You know, the greatest murderer and the greatest thief on the planet is what nation of people? The white man. So how the hell is that the Arabs? In fact, the Palestinians that's in it, I can't see them on camera because they're flaggers. In 1948, when those people was in the Holy Land, who do you think came and wiped them out of there? Those people. The world, the water, man. You're supposed to be able to go fish in that water over there, man. I dare you to go over there and try to bring up anything out of there and cook it. There you go. You better not eat it. They have polluted the world. What's that in Ezekiel? The pot of scum. Oh, brother, brother, read that.
This is Genesis chapter 27 and verse 39. It says, and Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, Salaki. I'm gonna jump up a little bit. Verse Genesis 27 and 38. And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me even also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept, because Jacob had essentially supplanted him out of his blessing, right? Because we had got the the spiritual blessing, right? And then Esau, he got the carnal blessing, right? So it says, verse 39. It says, and Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and the dew of the heaven from above. Now when you go into that word fatness, right?
Now, hey, going back to what I said about earlier about the oil. This so-called white man has the substance in the military to, if you don't agree with me, I just put sanctions on. I put embargo. Ishmael don't got that power. That's what Ishmael has to join league with other nations. Their power is not the sword.
Yeah, so the Hebrew word is mashman. It says fatness. It says fertile place, richly prepared food, and it says oil. Who's in control of all the resources, man? You know, Esau, he owns all the oil, right? He has all the grocery stores, everything that's coming in off the cargo, right? That comes from overseas, and everything that's being shipped in over here. He's in control of all that. That's why we read Revelation 18, chapter, the ones who sold all this stuff to it. All of it's going to come to naught. It was going to burn, because this ultimately is his riches, right? He got it on the carnal side.
Right. If I could say, because you heard about the second coming, right? The Lord, you believe in that? You said what? Yeah, you believe it? Yeah, we say Yahweh Shah, it's his name. But when he come back, what is he coming back for? Why is he coming back? Right. Right. So, you got it.
Verse 40, it says, and by the sword shalt thou live. And that's ultimately how he lives, man, by his military forces. All right, he takes over the whole world by the sword. He's the only one that has around, like, I want to say 400 and some military bases throughout the whole world. You know, he goes to every land and set up a military base, and if they don't, basically come under his, order, he slays them.
That's why Russia bad over there. They got they U.S. they camps too close to them, and they say they won't have it.
Right.
That's going to be about all the big bear, bearship.
But when the Lord returns, you say he's coming back with his sword. You gotta take some money down. In the Proverbs 16:4, we can get that. Y'all brothers got other scriptures?
Yeah. The other wanted me to pull out Revelation 13:16.
Okay. We get this right, friends. Proverbs 16:4, and then you can bring that out. Because because it's everything that the Lord has played. What we reading right now.
If I bad too, and I got you really working. I'm learning, I'm always learning, but every time you use the word Lord, he also says that my people will forget my name for the worship they have. And when you translate they have and they have Lord. So when every time I feel like I call the name Lord, I'd rather use the Father, the Son, or Lord is some type.
Yeah, in fact, you go more Jamaican, they'll go more themselves saying Lord.
Yeah, now facts, but just when I go break down scripture, and it's not judging or pushing, I just say when I see it said, my people will forget my name for they have, and I can look up the word they have means Lord.
But all isn't necessarily a bad word. You have people in the Bible that have the name Baal. You know? Like you have like the word Hannibal. You know? Hannibal is Hannah Baal, you know? Which I forgot what the name Hannah means, but it's pretty much putting the Lord on a higher level. You get what I'm saying? So when you talk about Baal, you gotta distinguish the two. You know what I'm saying? Because you can say that the Lord, you got Baal of Satan, but you have the righteous name of saying Baal and the Lord. If you want, you know, he has a name. We just don't throw it out there all the time. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't saying about the name or something saying. When I heard Baal, this says when I heard Lord, I automatically go to that scripture. My people forget my name.
Right. Well, I say this. You know that the Lord is in all things, right? Yeah. Left hand side and on the right.
He created all things.
You get that verse 64? Because honestly, at the end of the day, all those crazy spirits that people see and they believe in and all that all comes from the Lord. Even Satan is in control of everything. Before the Lord gave his name, he was going by the name of Al-Asajah, which is demon-like power. You know? So you got that? Proverbs 16:4? It's just the right way, the Holy Spirit. You know what I'm saying? It's the Holy Spirit. The Holy is separate, set apart, you know, the truth. You know, the true way of doing it. You know? That's like a person that have crystals, right? And they'll worship the crystal, but yeah, rather than the creator of the crystal. You know what I'm saying? You got it. So it's not necessarily a bad name when you diving into it the right way.
I guess I'm not saying it's bad. I guess when I see the most I see bad I just say, hey, just like birthdays, I ain't know which part was good and bad, so I just left it alone.
Right.
So when I got to that, and I said, hey, you said it's bad, I just left it alone.
Yeah, I got you.
But my bad, I ain't break bread, my bad.
Proverbs 16:4. The Lord hath made all things for himself, yet even the wicked for the day of evil.
So the Lord is, it says it right there, the Lord. It ain't saying Baal has made these things.
Nah,
the Lord.
What I do when I hear that, I don't heard, when he just read that, I didn't hear Lord. When he read that in my head, I just heard just back. Or another word instead. So it's just like, who put that word in there? What word was that before they put that in there?
I got it. My head bigger.
Right. I knew that, you know.
I had a feeling though, that's why I told you.
Hey, look, y'all know more than me. I ain't on my street.
Well, you know, you seem like a very Do you know how many men come up and they'll have their wives and they'll be like proud and they trying to show off with their wife and all that stuff? Don't you know we have men we look up to as well?
Hey, we got to. Hey,
we got to. It's an order.
If I came over here like I knew everything was, Apostle Thomas, this is his world. He
right. See, it ain't us.
He did some things to the world.
Right. If I got the word Hannibal is Hannah Baal, right? That means the Lord is gracious. So that's a spiritual thing, you know. But we don't say all.
So like when I hear that, like when I do this, like when I say the scripture that say Jesus, us on the high level, we know Jesus.
It's not
the person's name.
Yeah, that's a sweet name.
That's not even who is it. It's a whole different deity thing. So when I hear Lord, it's the same way, just like the beast interjects Jesus in there, the beast interjects the Lord.
Well, we gotta go. The Lord is Yahushua. The one people think we gotta go to him in order to get to the Most High. So he's the mediator. So they all in harmony.
Yep. Like somebody I call my son me. It ain't saying my son is me, me and him the same, but I put everything into him. He living out doing exactly what I said.
Right.
And sometimes when you see him, you're like, hey.
Damn.
Gotta get y'all information and the channel going too, so I can link up. Before that, did you want that revelation? Go ahead.
He can and then get Revelation 13.
Yeah, go.
Because you got to get this other scripture.
Yeah, it makes sense. Okay, this is 1 Corinthians chapter 8, verse. I'm going to start from verse 4. And it says, we know that an idol is nothing in the world, and there is none other power but one. And it says, let me read this verbatim. It says, for though there be that are called gods, whether in heaven or in earth, as there be gods many and lords many. But to us there is one power, the Father, whom all things are called, and we in him. And there is one Lord, Yahushua, or as the world in it called Jesus, ignorantly. That's what we always use, ignorantly, because the world don't know his true name. But whom all things, and we by him. Howbeit there is not in every man that knowledge, but some. There you go. Like I said, what I mean, that we call it like you said before, there are many lords, but there's only one true Lord.
Right.
And we know who that is, according to the names.
I heard that, and I don't want to go, because we on the same page. Definitely listen to other stuff y'all said was confirmation.
And just go research and pray.
Facts, but and the same thing, just like I got the spirit to say, hey, I hear y'all, and I ain't gonna say I just hear y'all, believe y'all, because I got the scriptures. It ain't y'all. That's the scripture.
There we go.
Backed it up.
And that's why we got because you were saying that you go to different people and listen and stuff like that.
In fact, he just read something.
Yeah, we can't. You could just because somebody has a Bible, that don't mean that they right. We can be out here.
Look at them churches. What do we learn in the church?
And even it is about living it, right? I'm not even gonna say that you're wrong on that, but it's about the doctrine. It's about the doctrine. The doctrine is the most important thing.
That's right.
Hey, God.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring one more thing. You got it. This is Romans chapter 10, verse 13. This is just come up here when I listen. This is pretty much straight to the point. And it says, "For whoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. How then shall we call upon him whom they have not believed? And how shall they believe in him whom they have not heard? And how shall they?" And it says, "How shall they hear without a preacher? And how shall they preach except they be sent? As it is written, beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of peace and bring glad tidings."
So one thing, again, we said the Lord's name coming from a Gentile state. You're not gonna know what I'm talking about. So I would say, I would break it down in terms of saying Lord,
Facts. We gotta learn
our power. Because everybody knows about Jesus Christ, such a legit. Everybody calls him Lord. When we bring out the real name of the Lord, the scripture will tell you the whole thing. Again, really, speaking about,
said one fall, but I took my eyes off it for a second.
Hey, we gotta wake up our brothers and sisters. That's what they know. That's how we gotta get their attention.
Right, if we were saying Yahweh,
Yeah, they don't know what we talking about.
they don't know what we talking about. Right.
And that's why, like, even when you say, when I say, I don't say Lord or something, I like to say Most High. And I teach them what the Lord means first.
Right.
So they know why I choose not to. But when I'm teaching or trying to spread the Most High word, I'm teaching the best ability that people understand. Like y'all do right now. I can be in y'all and that's what the Most High told them.
Yeah, we got a little bit more. We're going to give you the name of the Lord in the Bible. Not Jesus. We're going to show you his real name in the Bible. This might be a little tricky.
Hey, I'm with it. Let me know.
It's called transliteration.
Oh, hey, I know it. Let's get it.
Okay, read that. Got it? 32. We're going to show you the name. The Savior's name is in the Bible. Yahweh Shai is actually in there. Everybody looking at me like, oh, that don't sound right. All right, go ahead and read it. I actually said that on Pastor Mark Comer before he was like, go ahead and read it.
Joel 2:32. It says, and it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be delivered.
What does it say?
And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be delivered.
Who knows what deliverer, Yahweh Shai's real name means? That's his name. He said that's what it's going into. He's the one that's coming to deliver us, y'all. Yahweh Shai is the deliverer.
You gonna watch it?
So don't say it outright. Right. Remember, he doesn't want. How would this work if his real name was actually in the Bible and we was going to church and you would see, and a preacher would say, and Yahweh Shai, it would be a mess.
They do his job right there. If he's doing that.
Now, this brother gonna pull something real quick. Revelation 13. We're gonna show you the white man according to the Bible without no doubt with facts. Deceive. Let the Bible speak of. You got it. Yep, Revelation 13.
Revelation 13 and 16.
That's one of the problems. You need to understand is you and your family. Yeah, because the Arabs ain't deceived us. Make us lose our heritage. Well, in a sense. Well, no, it was the white man, because Farad Muhammad, a white man, the Ottoman Turk, he the one brought the black, to Malcolm X and Elijah Muhammad. It was a white man. Black people want to show me a goddamn own a gas station. Jake Walker, Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah, I got one better. Show me a black man with an Arab woman.
You ain't gonna see it.
You ain't gonna see it.
Oh, I see one. She was just another black woman acting like she was there. And they don't like us. It was a guy went into the store where I was working at, across the street, and he was like, we Israelites, we the real people. He said, you ain't no fucking Israelite, you ain't nothing but a monkey. I had one of the Arabs call me the N-word. And these jakes walking around trying to be Arabs. See, our people are deceived with peaceable thoughts, thinking the whole world loves them, when really everybody hates us.
In history, they enslaved us before the white man.
Damn, you on point. In fact, they were slave traders. They was enslaving other black nations. You had what you call the sub-Saharan slave trade before the transatlantic slave trade. So why the hell would you want to be of a people that enslaved us? Right. Okay, the brother gonna keep reading. Go ahead, brother.
It's Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great,
this ain't Arabs,
rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
All right, so what do you say that is? What the mark is?
What I think it is?
Yeah.
Right now, I don't know. I ain't sure. Like, I know it's something. It ain't something I'm taking or gonna be with it. I'm with the Most High. Like anything that's against him, I'm against that. So if I gotta go out in the wilderness and fend for myself, that's what I gotta do and depend on the Most High. Like you said, America's the only thing I see so far is putting stipulations. If you ain't doing this, we gonna take your money and can't do certain things and you can't go certain things. certain issues to deal with it. So like on that issue,
That's
like
not Arab.
that's why I said
Ishmael.
hey, look, I ain't here to argue with you. I'm with you. Like I'm right. Y'all scriptures, yes, y'all scriptures is confirmation.
But you gotta know what that mark is to not take it.
Yeah.
Without you knowing what that mark is, you might take it thinking that it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying?
I know it's something. Let me see if you got like
There you go.
the answer already.
There you go.
You might be of the elect. You might be a real man of the Lord. And guess what? Your wife and your children will be saved under you because there's a order.
Hey, look, I told my wife a minute ago, like, hey, before somebody, you better be ready for the
That's right. All right.
That's what that mark is. That all for addiction.
Hey, look, that's, I ain't gonna say, I ain't tell you it ain't even. Bad.
Damn.
But it's that
Yo,
yeah, no.
I know he talking about.
That
Funny
word
with
mark in the Greek, in that scripture is paragta, which is an imprinted mark.
Damn.
So they're gonna you know the dollar bill is collapsing. Yeah, and it's going digital. You know?
Got brothers out
And
here.
what's going to happen is that chip is going to have all of your information on there, your bank information, your who you are, you know. That's what's going to happen. That's why can you repeat that scripture?
It's Revelation 13 and 16. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond to
You gotta watch, Salaki, you gotta watch other Israelite groups are teaching us about nations, small nations, free nations. Well, people make up nations. He calls us all. Who's the one race of people on the planet that can cause all to do something? We know that it has to be him. He calls pretty much all to take that Jabba juice. You know?
Cause all the nations to go to war.
Cause it all, yeah.
They move when they say move.
Everything. In fact, what's getting ready to happen now is a new currency. You know that we can get out of the dollar. Yep. See, they know other nations are trying to get back out of the dollar, so they're going to try to head, like whatever we do as black people, an example. When we started hacking, I'm old enough to remember when we go to the grocery stores and old men would be hacking people back and forth. Then here they come with Uber. So they can capitalize off of it. Like the squeegee kids that squeegee window, don't be surprised the white man set up little stations and hire them so they can squeegee and make some money off of it, man.
Capitalize off of it.
They're going to capitalize. Like some robots, they ain't going to let us do it. They ain't trying to pay us too much money.
They're not allowing us to make our own money without us being part of it. You got robots passing out. You know, they got videos of robots. Remember the lottery, right? Years ago, they called it running numbers. And then here they come with the lottery. We was running numbers. And it was fun some of these people, believe it or not. But then you had the betting. Remember the gambling? Now they got FanDuel. Everybody wait a minute. I thought it was immoral to bet. It was wrong in the church. Right. 50 years later, now everybody can bet as long as the white man says it's okay and he can tax off of it. That's right. Yeah, exactly. Marijuana. Soon it's going to be all right to smoke crack.
It is. Crack in the pills.
And then with the remember the opioid addiction, right? When you shot the needle to heroin, then they put it in pills and then threw it out in the street and then capitalizing off of it. This man is a devil. Right. And Coca-Cola, do y'all understand the history of that? Coca-Cola was actually cocaine, but it wasn't a drink. You ever go in a bar and say, give me a shot? That was literally a shot. It wasn't no drink. That was literally a shot. And they would get boosters. That's where they get that shit from. They would give them boosters to go out and continue to work hard, man. Goddamn devil, man.
That's why you don't see Jake really hustling anymore. oils, CDs. They used to hustle. They used to be outside doing everything they could, hustling and bustling.
Now they got streamers.
Oh yeah, don't forget about Cash App, because you know, like Jacob was trying to use Cash App now. You mean they got rid of the CEO, so what they got now? They got Fed now. Yeah, there you go.
So they can go ahead, keep reading that. Because that goes with the brother just brought up. Beautiful, brother.
It says, and he causes all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
Yeah, because that dollar bill is all digital. You know, having money on you is pointless. You know, when they shut everything down and coin shortage, where the fuck the coins go? You know, you take the money to the bank, right? The bank, after a while, they have the trucks come, and then they'll take it to this safe room, count the money and all that stuff. See, a lot of people are going to lose their jobs. You know, that counting the money with the register, the money thing, the money machine, that's all going to be done away with. You know, and it's going to be zeros on the screen looking at numbers and stuff like that. You know, that's what it's going to
So they gathering all the food. So they slowly get rid of it.
So everything's going digital. And why is everything going digital? So they can have total control. Right. You can't hide $100 under your mattress no more. And then when everything is digital, they're even turning your car digital. You know why they do? I believe personally, all going to be all electric. Because if you don't comply with what they say, you won't drive.
Shut it down.
Ain't no pumping no gas. We gonna total. It ain't no you get your own gas. Electric, because all cars going electric. Let's face it, that's gonna happen. Yeah. And what they're trying to do you know they call all of us cyborgs right now? Because everywhere you carry your cell phone is a digital chip. And as long as you're connected with a chip, you're considered a cyborg. Look it up. One of the reasons why the dollar has its buying power, right? It's losing this power because of what the BRICS banks is doing. You know, because they trade everything with that petrodollar, you know, with the oil and stuff like that. You know, so they're weakening the economy for years. It has always been said that the American economy and the dollar bill, even though it's not backed by anything, has power because of the thriving economy that America has, right? What is the reason why America, the economy here, is supposedly thriving? Because of our people. You know, so while our people waking up and realizing that they are Israelites, that takes away the buying power. You know, so that weakens the dollar at the same time.
Say if anything, if Jake is all around and say, yo, you know what? Put him down. Someone might be like, oh, no, hold on. Make an agreement with us. But once Jake got that mindset, yo, you put him down. That's why they say, the partnership between Gad and Gad was more so than his job. But when it came to the Tom, it said Judah was more better to control. But Gad wasn't. Gad was nothing. They couldn't force him to do anything. Judah, they know they could basically get one of their own, come in a position, and give them another face, faces of hope. That's what you saw. Because the dollar only came afloat when they put that's what they did to all the nations all over the world. That's what we do. We want your money. We know what's back. See, that's what the God. See, that's why they got the Jacob. They got all the state. They rap. Football. That's why they got to keep the slaves happy. That's why Esau don't really kill us no more. He don't need to. He's supposed to keep us happy. Because we are his money power, his source of income. Once niggas asleep, once niggas are happy, the money come rolling in. We're stirring Jake up. We're working their thoughts. We're hurting their money.
So they got to get us out the way.
Got to get us out of the way.
Well, some of it.
Oh, go ahead. Because that Revelation 13 that we're speaking on, we against that. So they got to get the ones that are against it out the way, because they know who's going to rebel.
Well, they have it.
Stick close between buying and selling.
Verse 18?
Yeah, that word mark in that Bible we always put in there. And you go into the Old English, actually means the word character. Right? And when you look at character in all our etymology, it means a badge of the Antichrist, a sketching or engraving. And that's what they call it.
There's a law in there about the all. If a servant loves his master, you put an all into him, into his ear, you bore it into him, and you're saying, I don't want to go nowhere, I love my master.
That's
so
Isaiah 1 and 3, right?
That's in the law.
So I'm talking about. Go ahead.
When our people take that, that's like them telling the Lord, I love so-called white.
This my master, yeah.
Yeah, in the ancient times you had Israelites, they would wear something called tefillin. And they would have the laws in them in their heads, actually. And they would have phylacteries, and they would have them wrapped around their arms. And they was actually walking with the laws. So now it's going to go into, so now it's even now, the Most High sent His Son, the law of the Spirit is in us, right? So we don't no longer have to do that. But the question is, are you going to take the badge of Edom and take that actual physical thing, or are you going to remain spiritual and don't accept it? Right. Because if you take it, that means you've given up everything the Most High have given you. You are now, first of all, I just going to have to die. Because if I take it, what else do I got, man?
Die anyway.
Right.
You're going to die more horrible. Like when them missiles come and this place is on fire, the Lord can slow the time down on you. You might be burning longer than you think you are, man.
his mark in his forehead or in his hand. Verse 10, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. He shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels.
This is not talking about some hell underground with a heap of fire, the devil with a red big pitchfork stabbing you in the ass. Some people teach that.
For denying God that he denied. Like, that don't make no sense.
They teach that in hell with a pitchfork. God going down there. Yeah, there was an old Israelite group that taught that the Lord will, the devil going to do sodomy on you in hell. He gonna make you do things. I can't say to the children. He gonna make. Well, first of all, hell. The original word hell is not even in the Bible. It was Sheol in the Old Testament. In the New Testament, it was called Gehenna or Hades. It just meant grave or pit. Like when you, like say there's when this thing happened and they had to burn all those pigs because of the virus or whatever, and they put them in a big pit and set them on fire. That was considered hellfire. Now there was a place in Jerusalem in the Valley of Hinnom. That was actually a pretty decent place, but our people turned to witchcraft. And you know, witches got burned by fire. And they start sacrificing and burning animals and even people. They say trash, but people was being burnt there too. People was making sacrificial offerings. And they would call that hell. So that's all hell was. Hell was not some when you see Hades, Hades is what you call the underworld, right? When you deal with worlds, the word worlds have many definitions, right? When you go under, when somebody's put 6 feet under, they're considered under the world. They're in another world. That's the underworld, right? It doesn't mean Spawn is going to come down like the Spawn clown. He's going to come down and worms coming out his mouth. And, you know, no. The Most High increased. First of all, everybody does what? According to the Bible. When you die, you go where? Your body goes to sleep, but where does your spirit go?
From the throne.
It goes up to the spirit world, or over to the spirit world.
I got a precept.
It says that in the Bible.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's Ecclesiastes 3:21. Who knoweth the spirit of man that goeth upward, and the spirit of the beast that goeth downward to the earth?
Right. So get the one where it says all spirits go to one place. I think it's still in there. No, it's in Ecclesiastes. It says all spirits go to one place. You're talking about Job 19.
I think it's Ecclesiastes.
All spirits it's Ecclesiastes, right?
Yeah.
12:7, yeah. Ecclesiastes 12:7. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto God who gave it.
Right. So all spirits go to the Heavenly Father. Let's say everybody had a problem with Hitler and Stalin and all those, and they try to say, oh, they're just so evil and they're devilish. They go to the spirit world too. Because guess what? The Most High controls it. In fact, when so-called Hitler goes to the spirit world, he'll be like, man, you did a good job, man. They probably shaking his hand and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You hear them near-death experiences of guys that were wicked, they went to the spirit realm, and then something came and greeted them, hey man, all right man, they laughed at him about it. But everybody goes to the spirit realm.
That's right.
Everybody's controlled by the Heavenly Father.
It'd be like when Enoch was talking about when I think he said he heard
We don't read the book of Enoch, bro.
But go ahead.
My bad, I read it.
But like I've done videos on certain things like the book of Jubilee. Those are all re-records off of the Bible. The apocryphal. Some people dabble in the and that was a lot of them because they're not authentic. Well, there was many more Bibles before King James.
You know what I'm saying? Before
King James, first of all, King James was nothing more than an authorized translation.
before that, those
Yeah, but when you go back to the first Bible, when you go all the way back First of all, before they became, what does the Bible mean? Who knows what the word Bible means? Biblios, which means what? There's many books. So what happened is, you had scholars who came together, and they could, yeah, they put all these scriptures together. So it was like, you gotta understand in that time, even Constantine, what did he do? He started at the word Easter. Wasn't even supposed to be in the Bible. I don't know, I had to go back over it, I can't remember, but I did read it before.
I see some
But
of it.
some of it does start up, but some of it, what they do is put it in the tweet. Right? You know what they said in there? It talks about the fallen angels, right? Which is us, the Israelites. Did we know they translated to be actually angels that came out of heaven?
That's not
that had
true.
sex with women, regular women on earth? Big 100-foot, how's a 100-foot angel gonna have sex with a woman who's 5'10" and 130 pounds? He must be seriously erectile punished and shit. Jubilee, the book of these other books say that. Yeah, they said it, giants. They're never.
Right, Nephilim, yeah.
What I read was, and this is my personal and somebody else, what I read is when they came down, they made giants from sleeping. They bore these Nephilims and things. And just on that.
That's an Enoch, right?
Yeah, and it's not just not an Enoch. That was one of the reasons I felt when I read scripture that Noah had to come through. Genesis was Noah's ark, and while he had to flood the earth to get rid of all those created beasts and
You
things.
gotta flood the earth the same reason why you gonna flood it today, Negroes.
Right.
And Esau. But did you know we was considered giants back then? We had height.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know, we wasn't like
Everything was a lot bigger back then.
over the Middle East. They'll dig up some skulls and artifacts, and they'll have like 9
10 foot, right.
skulls,
Right.
skeletons. That was us. Israelite, the fallen angels. What is an angel? An angel's nothing more than a messenger.
Messenger, yeah.
That's all it is. We consider ourselves angels. Salaki, brother. Go ahead, brother.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 12. It says, and further by these, my son, be admonished of making many books. There is no end, and much study is a weary of the flesh. So, you know, going into that, man, you trying to get
They took
You think, no, King James wasn't a white man?
No, I said white. I ain't said King James took it out. I said the translator. But the white before is proven in this book. And those, even down like one of the first original Bibles, like the one that white man told us that it was God. Do you know how much Enoch tell us about how a woman should be wearing weave, makeup, and how we treat each other, all of those things?
Let's back up a little bit because I missed it. You said something about King James?
No, he said King James was just
Yeah, you had the great. Did you know you had the Great Bible?
Yeah.
Before the King James Version Bible, you had the Geneva Bible of 1599. Before that, you had the Great Bible of 1554 or something like that. Then you had the Wycliffe Bible. So there were several Bibles.
I guess what I'm saying is, I'm not ordained or have to say which text is not supposed to be there and which won't. So I can't dictate white man to it all. Say that, hey, I can't read that because it's not supposed to be part of the text.
Get the one with the
Say that it ain't supposed to be part of the text.
You don't line up with the prophecies.
But it do
And
though.
I seen one of them that said Noah was albino. That's not no fucking prophecy. We talk about the destruction of Esau.
You want to show you?
Yeah, I want to see it.
Get the progenitors. It doesn't. First of all, let's go to Exodus. With Moses, when he put his hand in his bosom. Everybody was so-called black. You know that.
When I read that, when it said that the Lord came out, in the way the scripture text said Noah came out, that's why they was kind of.
What Bible verse say that?
Yeah, what Bible verse say that?
Okay. Because you got to understand, everybody was black. So you saying Noah was a curse?
No, I'm not saying he came out. his name gonna be known. The Most High already told me about that.
This is the problem with the book of Enoch and all these other books.
No, this is in King James.
Okay, you gotta show us that.
Yeah, you gotta show that.
Go ahead. Now the scripture says 2 Thessalonians 5:20 proves all things. So you gotta pull up the scripture to show us what Noah was an albino.
No, I didn't say that.
Oh, what did you say Noah was then?
I said that it said Noah came off different.
Well, you gotta show us that.
And that's what I'm talking about. I ain't saying what he said was he said he came off because when I read it said that the elders, his dad and them had to go to Enoch because they thought the angels slept.
Okay. Well, we all came out different. That's why we're standing here.
No, I'm saying, but this was a different man actually in the scripture that I read.
That's
James said that they thought an angel had got the right thing, so it came on some different. So they had to go run and find Enoch.
I've never heard that because you believe in the Son of the Most High. You believe in Yahweh Shai, the Son of the Most High. Yeah. When the Lord sent him in a special manner, how did he look?
He would have been.
Go ahead, find it. I need to see where Abraham just came out different. Not Abraham.
He would have
Noah.
been putting it right there. He would have been sitting there talking.
And ultimately,
Just watch.
who got the Bible dictionary? Son man. Yeah. My eyes ain't good, brother. I'm old. Get the one with Ham. There's a Ham.
Even if you did find that, right? Another key point is that they don't line up with prophecy.
No, what I'm saying, I'm not saying he are down at all. I'm saying that.
Well, that is a doctrine.
That is a doctrine. What I was saying is, in Enoch, it doesn't teach that he came out of down. The Enoch said he just came out different. There's something special about him that made them have to go to Enoch to find out. And Enoch tell the Most High that the Most High already told me that Noah has his name gonna be Noah, and he had a special mission that the Most High got him on. That's why he different.
Okay, well, the scripture says.
I ain't saying nothing about a battle.
When you look at the scripture says Noah was perfect in his generation.
Yeah,
remember that?
Yeah, facts.
Right? Job 1:1 said Job was perfect in his generation. So these are all different men anyway.
Yeah.
So go ahead, brother. You can read it. Here we go.
It says
Now, sir, Noah, right? Who came from Noah? We gonna read it.
Yeah.
It says Ham. It says the youngest son of Noah, born properly 6 years before the flood.
Here we go.
And one of the 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes.
Yeah, so why did say Ham become that means there was a multitude of dark nations who came from Noah. So I'm trying to figure out, because you came up sincerely, we're trying to figure out what do you mean by Noah coming out different. His eyes and everything. Noah looked, I keep saying Abraham. Noah looked different, he had glowing eyes and stuff.
And why would angels have desire to have sex with
Jackson and
humans? Angels don't have the desire to have sex.
Right. So angels, they're called celestial beings. Celestial is
heavenly body.
It goes to the word ceiling, high. angels. They have a different body. Extraterrestrial is how Yahushua is coming back and we're going to get. And terrestrial is ground, like all of us. Right? So angels will never come down here and do certain things, like have sex and things like that. And they knew that back then. So I don't know why that was even in doctrine. Yeah. They all knew that. The men of the Lord knew that.
Yeah, angels don't have sex.
If it says it says, you know what I mean, even like I said, the animals, you know what I mean, they're different species, you know.
Did you know they came out with a New Testament Bible and they tossed out the Old Testament because it was too rough for the people to hear? Yeah, it's a mean God. Then they tossed out the New Testament and said, no, we want the Old Testament. Then they came together and kind of put it together in Apocrypha, in a book of Jubilee and Enoch. All that came out of the Old Testament. And what they did, like some of them books is called a spin-off off of Genesis. Like Jubilee is called the Little Genesis. So they're just spin-off books. And then what happens when you keep translating? You start changing things to meet your narrative. The only reason why the Bible sounds like it do today, according to King James, because you couldn't read original Old English. That book of Enoch is not a good Bible, it's not a good book. Because everything that's in there, everything is from the Bible, but they had
the original book of Enoch.
Exactly.
That's what he's trying to say.
And if the Lord wanted it in there, it would be there. No, but if the Lord wanted it there, it would be there.
Right.
There it is.
If the Lord wanted, is it not? Somebody get Jeremiah 10:22.
So that means that the Most High didn't want his name.
10 and 23.
We're not saying that there's not a book
Jeremiah
of Enoch that was written in the ancient times, but we're saying the book of Enoch that you have today is not the correct one.
Just like these ones ain't done. Our Bible ain't.
There it is, because we can go back to the Hebrew, and word for word in the ancient Hebrew, it says exactly what it says.
Talk to him, Elder.
No, because Enoch had different translators in between switching it. That's what we're saying. They start switching it and changing the stories and making things more carnal instead of spiritual. Read that real quick. Carnal fleshly.
That's right.
This book is spiritual.
Yeah.
The book of Enoch is
Worldly.
fleshly. Go ahead, read that, Genesis 10:23. Read that. Let's see what your Bible says. Stop going, let's see.
Jeremiah
Somebody get 1 Peter 1 and 21.
Jeremiah 10 and 23. Oh Lord.
Yeah, 23, you got it, good.
Oh Lord, I know that the way of man is not in himself. It is not in man that walk to direct his steps.
Yeah, so no man can take that out unless the Lord allows it.
That's right.
Am I correct? No man can
That's right.
do anything over the power of the Lord. All right.
Jeremiah,
That's right.
Jeremiah 10 and 23. Oh Lord, I
That's
know.
right. He's right. He's right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
No.
Yeah, he's just in the spirit. No, that's just him, bro. You in the spirit, bro.
You gotta, don't get offended. We're men. Don't get offended, brother.
I'm not offended. but he yelling and stuff.
No, he not. Yeah, that's how he is. That's the spirit, bro. It's the Holy Spirit.
Like we in church, brother. You know how you learn? Let me show you how you learn. Somebody get Ecclesiastes. You already got it, brother. You already got it. See, these brothers in church.
Now I want him to read it to me again. I wanted to understand that.
You're going to get to understand it. You're going to get to understand it. See, when Yahushua spoke, how did he speak? Did he say, look, right, look? He didn't do it like that.
He interjecting a spirit of somebody that's trying to come hear you, and you yelling and we getting it, and I'm not getting offended.
He just said that's right. That's all he's saying. And why are you offended for him saying that's right?
I'm not offended about him saying that's right.
You are. That's why you get yelling. Go ahead, read
Hey,
that.
you would know me if I was offended.
You are offended. You got to keep going. This is what you do. Are we in church?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Read that.
It's Ecclesiastes chapter 5 and verse 1. Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of Yahweh, and be more ready to hear than to give sacrifice of fools.
If you look at what you just did, right? You walked into it. You know, like you walked. You should have kept your foot. You know how many times we caught hell? There was things I said, and it was like, you going on. You got to be like, all right. See, the Western culture has feminized our men and made all of us soft. You know what I'm saying? Don't get offended, brother. That's all I'm saying.
What I'm saying is, that was me not offended. That's me telling him I'd rather have a deeper spirit when I'm trying to read and listen. I'm trying to learn something. So when that, I'm not breaking, I don't get understanding. But you can't. And I have everybody else in the background interjecting. Taken out the book, the Most High Post didn't take it out, it ain't authorized.
You should have got that, brother.
No, listen, let me get it. When you said that, I was like, when he read that verse, I heard that verse. I want to hear it again, so I can say, hey, I think what you just said is right, that, hey, if it ain't in there, it ain't in there. That's what I said.
No, you didn't hear it the first time?
I heard it.
Okay, let's read it again. The brother gonna read it. Okay. Okay, we're gonna give you confirmation so you can hear it again. All right, brothers, let him get it. All right, go ahead. Show you again, Proverbs 20:24. We're going to show you to get a more clear understanding. The brother, because you got it out.
Proverbs 16:9. The man caused the God's way, but the Lord directed his steps.
Same thing. Read that, Proverbs 20:24.
Proverbs 20.
What got 1 Peter 1 and 20?
It says, man's going on the moon.
What'd it say?
Man's going on the moon.
So all those translators are all moved by the Most High. Whether it stays or whether it goes. And there's only 3 books that stayed. Well, not just 3 books. There's many books that was in the Bible, but only a few that stayed. Why? Because the Most High didn't see them as authorized translations. Right? Go ahead.
It says, how can a man then understand his own way?
Look at 1 Peter 1 and 21.
So the Lord can have someone that's good take out something. He can have someone that's bad take out something. It's all the Lord.
Yeah, our job is to reach you, brother.
That's why in Revelations at the end, I guess we say the things that's tipping out, he gonna punish the people who don't worry about.
Yeah, Revelation 22. Right. So all the brother was doing, he was just saying that's right.
I understand that ain't what I'm saying. I'm learning as I'm going. So when he was doing that, I learned it when I was doing it.
So your attention span is not that great.
It ain't. I was listening, I couldn't hear anything going on.
Okay, but you want to hear it today. Go ahead, read that.
that's what I'm saying. So it shouldn't have been offensive that I'm saying, hey, I'd rather you not deal with me like that.
Okay, I understand that. When you deal with Paul, Paul used by all means to do that. So we understand that. That's why we're dealing with you. Right? We ain't running you down the street.
I'm breaking bread.
Yeah, you breaking bread, brother. Go ahead, read that.
This is 1 Peter 1:20. It says, who verily was for...
21? No problem. 2 Peter. 2 Peter.
Oh, it's 2 Peter.
We're going to show you another one. This proves it right there. It's kind of like you holding on to that book of Enoch.
No, I ain't.
You got that Enoch. You
Just let it go, man.
There's 105 chapters of that.
When your power goes out, look, brother, when your power
I read
goes
all
out,
that.
he take the book of Enoch and throw it in the fire.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Oh, man.
I'm just messing with you, brother. Just do the research. Go ahead.
This is second.
We say that about that goddamn Quran, man. Hey, you need to wipe your ass with
The moment that you find somebody with some going downs, man, you need to send me that picture.
And you know your job is we out to reach the elect, you're raising your family, you're heading your family, and hopefully you learned a lot. We're not here to ridicule
That's been the first part. The Esau, that was confirmation of
Somebody
things.
get out there.
Like I said, I always thought it was him. But in the last few months, I've been seeing people giving different information. People say, hey, I don't want to say specifically who it is and who it ain't. But I think I got two people that I want to listen to. But the first y'all gave me confirmation. Hey, it is who the Most High been telling me it is.
That's what I was going to say too. Because you were saying different congregations and stuff like that. You know it's only one doctrine. That means not all these different doctrines. And if you get that Ephesians 4:4,
Hold on a second. Isaiah 58. This is why we're showing you why we act the way we do.
This is Isaiah 58:1. It says, cry out loud. Spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet.
Okay.
And show my people their transgression.
That's why we're doing it. We're not even supposed to prepare you, brother.
Hey, I yell like a trumpet too.
That's an offense to you because you're not built. I understand you're not built up enough in the faith to be able to
Right.
But that goes back. Yeah, it is. That is it. That goes back to pride, brother.
It ain't no pride because I didn't say I was right.
That's pride, brother. In fact, you could be, you know how we came in, brother? We got, some of us got, how many of us got cursed out?
All of us.
Yeah. I was brother. Going on. Yeah. And it's hard though.
Right.
I talk to you like that.
you know, because everything is spiritual. Lord put the spirit on the brother to do that.
That's right.
You know? Yeah, we love you. We got you. So you can be a man of the Lord. We don't want you to get over this family. And so we told the brother, that's why we told him, okay, let you get it. You know what I'm saying?
It's never personal. It's all about the Lord. It's all about the Lord.
There we go. That's what we want to see.
It ain't want that.
I got you.
I understand what y'all saying completely. I don't want y'all to think like, hey, I'm up here trying to...
We know. Some brothers is a little more harder than others. We're just trying to learn.
Hey, now, I'm waiting. Book, chapter, verse.
That's
if they got that in it, I don't care. But you
That's
got
right.
chapter, verse,
Right.
I got the ear to hear.
Right, so all we saying is in the book of Enoch, It's a spinoff. Everything you need is an actual. So you can get the brother read that about the mini books or something.
Ecclesiastes 12.
Yeah, you got to be careful of that because then there's different doctrines that come up. Like say you got the Holy Bible, and then in the Holy Bible you got Jubilee, you got Enoch 1, Enoch 2, you got Apocrypha, you got this, you got that, and then what happens? That starts carrying you in the. You got so many different teachers out here. So you got 100 teachers teaching the Bible 100 different ways. Do you know how to do what trail? Like if you go from here to a straight line, say here 2 miles down, right? And you go a straight mile. What happens if you veer off an inch? By the time you get down to there, you're gonna be way over there somewhere. So what we trying to say, somebody get the brother did call Ephesians 4. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, no.
Go ahead, brother.
That's why I read Romans, I think it's 10 and 13 about how you gotta say the Lord has seen to the right.
That's right.
To the right man, that's what the Lord said here.
That's right.
You know, a different kid like IUIC, another kid, you know, right you right here, right here.
Yeah, because those other kids, they teach us all black people. It's not about black people. It's about black people. We almost like the KKK. We hate them. Like if somebody broke in your car, right? You live in the area? Okay, you live in Virginia? You live in a city park? Bunch of black people? So if somebody broke in your car, who you gonna think of first? A black man or a white man did it?
You gonna think of black man? Definitely a black man.
If somebody try to hit on your wife, you already know. You already know, man. You don't see the white man doing that type of stuff, man. Some nigga did it. Somebody that stole your TV out of the house. I'm getting forensic files up there. Get the DNA of a nigga, because I want to. What you say?
Man, probably white as
He might be, but the hell with it.
But you know who he's gonna say?
But what we're saying is ultimately the white man is the reason why all this is happening. Go ahead, brother.
This is Ephesians chapter 4, verse 4. I started at verse 3.
If it was a white man, it was a nigga with him. But anyway, go ahead.
It says, endeavoring to keep the unity of the Spirit in bond of peace. There is one body and one Spirit, even as we are called in one hope of your calling.
Yes.
One Lord, one faith, one baptism.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because you got some groups that are saying you got to get baptized.
Yes, sir.
You know? Do you believe that? You believe you're supposed to get baptized with the actual water?
I see the scripture saying that it's going to be one that comes who's going to baptize you with fire.
In the Holy Spirit.
In the Holy Spirit.
Right.
And I'm waiting on the Messiah to come back.
That's right.
Right. The baptism starts with this word.
Yeah.
The washing and the cleansing of this word.
They'll say it's everything else other than what it is. I don't want to switch the subject, but like I said earlier, that last verse he said, count the man, 666, right? There was a sign out that had Now when you look at how that's further confirmation to you, but that's further confirmation to you. Every last one of them stand for 6. Yep.
I heard it's breaking it down for what 666.
Here's the thing, brother. If they're not out here trying to reach the people, they're more likely fraudulent.
Yeah, let me
Go ahead, brother.
What he was saying that is, he was trying to let them know a confirmation of what 666 is and not to serve, I guess, Jesus. He was trying to let them know that 666 is Jesus. But he couldn't use J because I guess we didn't have that letter back then. So the author was trying to let us know in symbolism that watch out for the word Jesus. 666.
That white
the image of the beast. Jesus would be like the image of the beast. That's the image. Like this world is ran off of Jesus. Look at it. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, but the actual image goes back to the Roman Empire.
Right, no, yeah. There's something similar to that. Somebody, I forgot what religion it was.
All you gotta know is the damn white man. That's not even a real, it's in the Greek. So it's not now. Today is no new deity. That happened back in Egypt. Like when you go into the miracle birth and Jesus died and rose on a particular day. Some of that, Pope Pius, the ninth, he the one put a lot of that into the Bible. So yeah, the Bible did misconstrue. That's why it's for us to break that down. When we get down to
15 TikTok is like.
Well, see, that goes back to that what you were saying about you know, like you got different Jesus. You know what I'm saying? So we talk about the Most High and His Son. You know what I'm saying? You got to rightfully divide the word of truth. The truth in the scriptures was not meant for everybody.
I got you.
Matthew 13:9.
Yeah, I'm right here. Yeah. I got it. It says, this is Matthew 13:9. It says, who have ears to hear, let him hear.
this is the one you can say called Jesus. He's speaking to his disciples.
We are supposed to worship the Lord, you know, the Son. We're supposed to worship the Son. You get that right? Go through help to get to the Most High.
See, some people get mixed up on words.
Yeah, that's all. We good though. We on the same page.
Like a son can worship his father. You know what I'm saying? I can even worship a man over me. There's nothing wrong with worship. Like the word slave. A woman is supposed to be your slave. Yeah. The word slave has come from the word Slavic. Now, when you look at the online etymology for the word woman, it actually means slave, servant. So the word slave means a servant. Wasn't nothing wrong with a woman being a servant? It's just the word. There you go. There you go.
Abraham's wife called him Lord. You know, that word Lord. She was calling the ball, right?
This is Matthew 13:9. It says, who has ears to hear, let him hear. It says, and the disciple came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mystery.
Well, wait a minute. Now he's talking to certain disciples, and he said, wait a minute, it's given to you. That's kind of like crazy. And the other ones, he's looking at it, he was speaking to them in parables, so they didn't understand. Go ahead.
He said, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but unto them it is not given.
Now the one you call Yahweh, Jesus, Yahweh, real name, he was cold-blooded. Think about it. Imagine if he was speaking to a whole bunch of people, and the disciples come up to him, why are you speaking to him like that? He said, I gave it to you, that's why. Basically, I'm back talking to him. That's why black people that way.
No, he was like, he called him dog.
Yeah. That's what we trying to say. Yahweh was a hardcore
Austere man.
But what the white man is managed to do is put that white Jesus up there flaming homo, right? And then make us bow down to it. And then no wonder our women all messed up. And when a real man comes up, she can't deal with it.
That's right.
Because he's thinking of that damn white Jesus. I remember my wife had that picture of that white Jesus, and I'm sitting at the desk, and it was just my peripheral. I kept seeing that shit like, and I'm typing on the keyboard, and I just keep looking. It was distracting. So I took that shit and turned it over and shit. And it still distracted me because it was there. Man, they be like, what happened to my white Jesus? You throw it out,
I did that to
she
my
gonna go to
mama.
the thrift store and order another one.
She
And it might be bigger. She gonna fight me. You come in now, you had a little one. Now there's a big wall-sized Jesus with moving eyes. Yeah, remember good times? Yeah. Remember good times? No problem.
You the only one that came and took all this time.
That's true. We're going to get one more for you. Isaiah 28:9, brother. Isaiah 28:9. We're going to show you why we do what we do. And ultimately, hopefully, in time, we ain't telling you now, you had to cut that long hair, brother.
He said, come on.
My wife my back. Hey, what I've been telling y'all, studying, I told her,
Isaiah 28.
turn my hair off a little bit. Hey, I'm
In time, brother.
I'm about that book chapter first.
In time. See, most camps will get on you right now about it. What you got that look with that IUIC? That guy, brother, had long hair. You can't come up in the congregation with long hair. Like he ain't in the congregation. He's coming up to learn.
I can't argue against book chapter first. That's going against
Those other groups, they show you no mercy, man. We spare it not, but we showing you mercy. With the hopes that you get it. Hey, some of them got dreadlocks. You know what dreadlock means? That goes back to the word dreadful.
You can have locks, you just can't have long.
Yeah, you can't have long.
When we talk about locks, it's not talking about dread. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? Like Goldilocks. How many dreadlocks you see? You know what I'm saying? You have a lock up there. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean that it's
like that. Go ahead, he gonna read that for you real quick.
Isaiah 28:9. Whom shall he teach knowledge? And whom shall he make to understand doctrine?
Now Paul was quoting this, talking about he need to be teachers. Those are the teachers need to be taught all over again. You might need to be taught all over again, the real way, the right way. And the ones that really have the truth will be out here standing on the highways, taking on any challenges and anybody coming up. See, on the keyboard, you can hide behind that stuff, you know?
A lot of coaches that be doctors tell you they hate somebody that's self-taught. In a lot of places, come in their gym. Because, say for instance, you do a jab wrong. Now you got to teach you.
All right.
It says, them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast.
Yeah, so this is milk. So although you know you're an Israelite, right? This service alone. You know, so you know you're an Israelite. You know, so from here, all you gotta do is just keep learning.
that don't mean that we ain't all on the same goal.
Right.
Like, and that don't mean that I won't see what you're saying later on.
Well, that's why we're telling you we have the hopes that you will see what we see out of it. That's the whole point. Whether you do or not, that's something. What's that scripture says? Romans 3:3. Also in when Paul said the Lord gives the increase.
I heard y'all saying that I don't agree with.
Right. Just gotta kind of lay off that book of Enoch.
Yeah.
You
agree ain't no glowing eyes though, right?
What?
You agree ain't no glowing eyes, right? Nobody with no glowing
I
eyes.
ain't saying it was just me. In the verse they saying his eyes is different.
Right.
It's different. They ain't saying it was glowing, but I'm just talking.
Sometimes, you know the scripture when it says, you know what the word reproof means? The word prove means to shame. In order for us to learn, we have to be shamed, right? So when somebody says something to you and it's offensive,
Wisdom of Solomon 9:6. For though a man be never so perfect among the children of men, yet if thy wisdom be not with him, he shall be nothing regarded. I'm gonna jump down. I'm starting at verse 13. For what man is he that can know the counsel of Yahweh Shah? Who can think what the will of the Lord is? For the thoughts of mortal men are miserable.
right. If I can say, the will of the Lord, the Most High, is for you to have to go through His Son. When I asked you, do you worship the Lord, you kind of was hesitant.
Like you said, when you say the word worship, I was thinking of American worship, idolized worship.
Yeah, because when we was in slavery, right?
He broke the bread in different terminology. I mean, he was saying
Well, when you go into slavery, when we went into slavery, you just look at it as a regular. There was many slaves. What we went to was a form of a torture. That wasn't even slavery. That was beyond slavery. Because remember, we had slaves too. In the Bible, they had servants and slaves. Abraham had slaves.
And I don't want to like that's why he said
Oh, he is. Yeah, because he touched the apple of Most High's eye. Yeah, they will be punished. Right? We can show you that. I don't know if brothers got that. Oh, I was going to say, regardless of whatever the context is, the worship is, and wherever you get those, like that's our Lord and Savior. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't, the Most High is important, but the Son is important too, because I'm going to get this for you. This is John 14:6. Yahweh said, "Lord, you know, I am the way, right, the truth, and the life. No man comes unto the Father but by me."
That's right.
You know, so you're not going to get to the Father without talking to him. You know what I'm saying? So like, this shouldn't even come like in your mind of how important he is. You know, if he was right here, we wouldn't even be speaking. You know what I'm saying? Because he saw us as how we were supposed to be. So he's allowed to show. When he comes on that turn, you know he's coming back. Come back. He's coming back. You know, to help. You know what I'm saying? And then he's going to want you to follow through help.
I guess only I feel like going to the church didn't show no love to the Father. They always just straight worship Jesus, not Yahweh Shah, Yahweh Yahshua. So when I had that reservation, that was the reservation. Because when I really whenever one of us came to Yahshua and said, "Thank you, and you good," he said, "Nah, That's number one.
Right.
Father, don't thank me if you thank the Father. Don't call me good, you call the Father good.
Right.
So, in that degree, that's what I was talking about. No more, no less.
Because, I mean, the church,
Says,
because that's a carnal way of thinking. Even to the point where people come up and they just see black men, you know, just holding Bibles. You know what I'm saying? Don't even think that we are those men, you know what I'm saying, that the Lord sent forth to speak this word. That's a carnal state of mind, a carnal mindset. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord sent it, we're those angels, you know, that you read about Genesis. You know what I'm saying? We those people from back then. You know?
Yeah.
We correcting all those mistakes from that, you know, that's one of the reasons why we repent. Correcting all those mistakes from before. You know what I'm saying? All that hatred. We see the devil. We done taught Esau the fucking how to be who he is pretty much. You know?
Wash up too. Oh no, how to wash up too.
Oh yeah, how to wash up. We thought we could take a crooked thing and make it straight. You know?
He not something I read.
And all that, like, when you read those books, those talk about the ancient times or whatever, but right now the Holy Bible is dealing with prophecy of what's coming and what we need to do as a people.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And how to get delivered.
Yes, sir.
And that's what only matters at this point.
Yes, sir.
The whole Bible matters. But all the other extra stuff is just to help build you or whatever the faith. But a lot of things some of the things that are and various other scrolls, Dead Sea Scrolls and all that, some of that is scriptures in the Bible. They was the authorized. That's why King James was the authorized translator. You just can't have a translator, he has to be authorized. Right? If somebody comes up and retranslate the Bible, and it's like all these new translations, then notice they don't say authorized. Why are they authorized? They say different things. Well, they might say authorized now. The white man, I ain't gonna believe no goddamn white man who retranslated the Bible. When it says Job 30 and 30, my skin is black, you can believe he's not gonna put that in there. The Lord said that, said that there was some men that did works that was greater than him.
Yes, sir.
You know? So the things that we're doing, as much as he came on the scene, he healed the leper, he cleansed the sick. That's what we're doing today too. You know what I'm saying? Raising the dead, you know?
Yes, sir.
We doing it out of love, but a lot of people, they hate that, you know, because they're carnal. You know what I'm saying? You got that, I'm just saying that to not think is going carnal. You know what I'm saying? Everything is prayer. You know?
Yes, sir.
Wisdom of Solomon 9 and 14. For the thoughts of mortal men are miserable, and our devices are but uncertain. For the corporeal body presses down the soul, the spirit, and the earthly tabernacle weigheth down the mind that museth upon many things. And hardly do we guess aright at things that are upon earth. And with labor do we find the things.
One of the things, right? Everybody in their being, you always gonna feel as though that you're right all the time.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? That's always gonna be, because you don't ever want to do wrong. Esau feels as though he's right in what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? But
he is right on the left hand.
Yeah, he is right. But a lot of people can't get that.
She's wrong, but he's right.
He's right in doing what he's doing. He's doing what he's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And you going off if you try to change that. You know?
How people marching? No justice, no peace. They still marching. It's been like 70 years. Negroes still marching in lines. They holding each
other, marching down the street, Jesse Jackass and all that. You know? What'd you say?
Jesse Jackson in the wheelchair.
Hey, in a wheelchair. All right, brother. That's right, brother. That's right, brother. That's right.
Y'all say y'all supposed to leave, right? Well, you in Christian Jackson, I'm in Lynchburg. Yeah, I'm in Lynchburg.
Oh, yeah. Maybe you can hook up with this young brother. Give him a channel or something. Brothers got edifying. Yeah, because brothers got edifying lessons too, so you can go watch it, sit down. See, a lot of people think they're just going to learn in a good half hour. It don't work that way. Man, it takes years. I think I do a video every day, and I'm still learning. You never stop learning, man.
Yeah. Even when you think somebody is saying something, and you're like, oh, I know this.
Next thing, yeah.
You know, I learn from people in the world on certain things.
Yeah.
But repetition is good too. Get it into your mind. You know what I'm saying?
And the scripture that you think you know, it goes 2, 3, 4 fold.
Yeah.
You know, and you learn different secrets within that same scripture.
Yes, sir.
You know, the scripture said, Jacob shall not be ashamed. His face shall not wax pale. And that was taught that they're not going to look white. That's a lie. When you go into that word, it just meant evil or shameful.
Y'all brothers got scripture? You got more on that?
I got.
Yeah, we just going to keep rolling, brother. Y'all brothers.
It says, and with labor do we find the things that are before us, but the things that are in heaven.
We gotta get into this word. You gotta labor. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we got to give that brother some credit, though, man. He's up here.
Yeah.
He kind of...
With his woman.
And he was with his woman. You know how many... What happened last week? The guy came up with his woman, and he just went crazy. He went berserk.
I can't do all that the most high. I can't be yelling and wrong or know it's
Exactly. Because you know it ain't about you.
At all.
It ain't about your wife and your children. It's about the Heavenly Father.
Yes, right.
Yes, sir.
That's called fear of the Lord.
Yes, sir.
You know?
Yes,
and
sir.
Lord willing, brother, you get it. Don't try to suck it all in. You'll choke on it, man.
Oh, no, hey, look.
Little by little.
I've been soaking as much as I can in for the last 4 years.
There you go.
Break it. And each time I come in, I learn a little bit more. And I've learned in the past, hey, don't go in no situation thinking you know everything. Anything, like you said, even if it didn't get the meat, spit out the bone.
One more for you. All right, we ain't letting it go, man. We let it go. Because the important thing is, the important thing is to raise your family. Because guess what? When the Lord comes, families are going to get delivered. Men, women, children. Women who know their role, seem like a woman, she's a good woman, seem like, she's still right there. Most women, when that happened with us, the woman like, nah, baby.
Let's go.
Come on, I can't deal with it. You don't need that shit.
Hey, look, about 3-4 years ago, we went ahead.
Hey, that's the spirit.
You can see the change in her has been in the word.
The only way it's going to work in your situation.
But the things that are in heaven, who have searched out, and thy counsel, who have known, except thou give wisdom, and send thy Holy Spirit from above.
The Holy Spirit guides you into the truth. It guides you into all everything that you need to know. The Lord, this scripture that says, you got to continue to pray. Pray to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Pray to the Lord. He sent you here for a reason. You know what I'm saying? But
We are here. Hey, look, I'm from Virginia. We right here on the corner in Maryland talking to y'all.
right.
And like you said, he directs them for a reason.
Yeah.
Hey, you got that then, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, brother.
They say, who asked for some bread and the Lord sent a serpent? You know, I'm just paraphrasing that scripture. You know, so if you ask the Lord to guide you, you know what I'm saying? He's not not going to lead you the right way, the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, all of our people will hear this truth. They read that scripture. You know what I'm saying? They just chose to die.
Hey, you gotta be the ones going there.
Hey, we got one for you.
I ain't just like walk past y'all. Like I was driving on 12 and I saw y'all. And I stopped.
Got one. This is quick. This is Proverbs 9 and 10. It says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Oh! And the knowledge of the holy is understanding.
There we go.
Go ahead, brother.
Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Bring it out. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. That's right. Fear Yahweh and keep his commandments. This is the whole duty of man.
First commandment is what? Love the Lord with all your heart, soul, and strength and might. And the second is what? Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Go ahead, brother.
This is 1 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 12. It says, let no man despise thy youth, but be thou an example of the believers in word, in conversation, in charity, in spirit, in faith, in purity. Till I come, give attendance to reading, to exhortation, to doctrine. You neglect it.
That's right.
Let's go!
See, that's the spirit, brother.
It says, by the prophecy. Yes, sir. The laying of the hands of the presbytery. Yes, sir. Meditate upon these things. Give yourself wholly to them. That take heed unto thyself and doctrine. Thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee.
Yes. You got some people who come into the knowledge, and they expect everything to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? And then when they see certain flaws, you know, they start talking shit. They go back and try. You know what I'm saying? You can't just everything. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord is jealous. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. The Lord is jealous. Sometimes you gotta allow some guys to get it. You know what I'm saying? It's all the Lord's time.
Yes.
We got one right here. Brother got one real quick.
Okay. Just real quick. This is Romans chapter 3, verse 3. And it says, what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the Most High without effect? The Most High forbid, meaning what? No. It says, yea, let the Most High be true, but every man a liar.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So the Most High synthesized these books being here, what he wanted us to know, and what all we need to know is our past, our present, and our future.
Yes.
Right? And you know, Ecclesiastes 1 and 9 says, look everything under the sun. He destroyed it by water, he's going to destroy it by fire. And that's what you need to know. That's the fear. The greatest fear is knowing that the Lord is going to destroy this place, right? And ultimately you want to be delivered.
Yeah.
That's why we're here.
Yeah.
We even make entertain angels unaware, man.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, there's a promise of rest.
A promise of rest.
So that's why I was holding this scripture.
Go ahead, my brother.
This is Hebrews 4 and 1. It says, let us therefore fear, lest a promise, Shalaki, it says, lest a promise being left us of entering into his rest. What is the rest? The kingdom of heaven, right? It says, any of you should seem to come short of it. For unto us was the gospel preached, as well as unto them. But the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it. Faith is an important ingredient to this.
Yes, sir.
Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. We're talking about the destruction of the Latinos and Native Americans. That is an everlasting kingdom. All right, and when Esau Edom goes down, he's not going to come back into power.
That's
and that's
right.
what's
Right.
being preached is the kingdom of heaven, the gospel.
That's right.
You know, so
And that's biblical.
yeah. So we gotta continue to fear what's about to come, what's about to take place on this earth. It's going to come at the hands of the Heavenly Father. You know?
Yes! Let's get one more. Isaiah 14 and 1.
Yes, sir.
Bring it out, Elder. Bring it out.
Yep. This is John 7 and start at 16. It says, and Yahushua answered them and said, my doctrine is not mine, but
getting that land. The Lord didn't say, you and the League of Nations, they set them in that land. Go ahead.
It says, and the strangers shall be joined with them.
Other Israelites is going to join with them, man. Go ahead.
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
That's right.
And the people shall take them and bring them to their place.
We're going to take them Edomites and bring them to their place, man. Go ahead.
And the house of Israel shall possess them.
We're going to possess them. No more your children have to go get jabbed up to go to school. Right. Right?
Yes.
They're going to, if you watch that movie, the movies we watch, when they, the birth of a nation. They had the little white kids that had the ropes around the little so-called black children and running, skipping like they dogs, man. Well, guess what? It's going to all flip around. Right? It's going to all flip around. And they're going to be the dogs. In fact, they are the dogs. And they're going to get treated like that. In fact, they can get worse than dogs. See, a dog, you'll feed them. You give them things. And they'll be loyal to you. Yes, sir. But no, not that devil. He's going to get his ass whooped.
They stopped us from being a nation, man.
Yeah.
You know? The Arabs say they're stopping us from being a nation. This devil. You know?
See, a dog even has his purpose in a form of righteousness. The so-called white man is not righteous. There's no righteousness in him, man.
Shit, dogs even have their own laws. Yes, sir. The dog walks in the territory. No other dog is supposed to go there.
Yeah, G. Yes, sir.
You're in 14 still?
Yes, sir.
Go down to 21st verse.
This is Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 21.
Okay.
Prepare a slaughter for his children.
Right.
For the iniquities of their fathers.
Yes, sir.
They do not rise nor possess the land, nor the field, the face of the world with cities.
Right. So there's no more this Edom's going to sit up. Yes, that's all of rock and gravel. That's what he is. He's about building. Why did he have to make it out of that, man? Even glass is made out of rock. Right? He's clever rock. He's like you know, man, from a bird's eye. You look at it like that.
First liar.
Yes.
Don't want to follow instructions.
Yes.
Want to put their hand to the Bible like it's their book.
Yes.
You know? He's a thief, a robber. This is John 30:16. It says, therefore all things that devour them shall be devoured. And all thy adversaries are revoked. Yes, sir. That's something on every
That's crazy. Someone told me to bring it. That's crazy.
Right. They ready for that. No. This NWO, New World Order, they ready for that, man. They got robots ready to kill these niggas, man. Ready to take them out.
Yeah.
But the Lord, he about to establish a standard against them.
Hey.
You know? He's setting up men that ain't gonna bow down or back down.
That's right.
That's what Romans 11.
Yes, sir.
You know?
Sir.
Men that ain't bow down to the image of Baal. You know?
Yeah.
The Lord got an elect that ain't gonna bow down to these devils.
That's
man.
right. That's right. That's right.
For many years, man, when we was in slavery, they beat us into submission. You know? Now we submitting ourselves onto the Lord.
Facts.
New Christianity, that's one of the ways, but they use force, man. You know, they forced us into submission, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, they forced us onto those slave ships. They forced us to come over here, man.
Yes, sir.
You know, there's a little bit more than that. They devoured us, man. It says which one, child support. It says every one gonna be not goddamn one free Edomite.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good Edomite.
Yeah, good Edomite.
Yeah.
See an Edomite walking down the street.
Yeah.
You got your papers.
Yeah.
Who's your old?
That's right.
And that's how
Ain't gonna be nothing. Yeah, even if you was free, they still that's what we call you slave was. They took you from the north and put you back down to the south, man. Put you right back into slavery. There ain't gonna be no free, no north and south. You know, the northern kingdom got free Edomite. Nah, they all gonna be on the same floor. You know, and they ain't gonna be fighting against each other.
And this is the book of Ezekiel, yes, sir. 35, it goes into the judgment of Edom. So started verse 6. It says, therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh. Right? So this is the Lord Yahweh saying, the Heavenly Father, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, this is not us. You know, this is the Heavenly Father. It says, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee.
Whoa!
Say if thou hast not hated blood, blood shall pursue thee, because they've been shedding blood. World War III, what you think is going on over there in Ukraine? All right, that's a part of Esau's shedding blood. Right? And it says, thus will I make Mount Seir, because Mount Seir is synonymous with Edom, all right, most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth.
That's right.
And I will fill his mountains with his slain men. In thy hills and in thy valleys, see all of these governments, all right, that Esau Edom has set up, all these proxies, all right, they're going to be filled with the blood of men that serve those governments and stuff like that, of Edom, man. You know, all of these ones that are perpetuating war, they're funding these different wars. All of them is going to be a fulfillment of this prophecy, yes, right?
All this morning, they were speaking your language.
It says, thus I will make Mount Seir most desolate. All right? And when you go into the book of Isaiah, the 34th chapter, it says, my sword shall be bathed in heaven. It talks about coming down upon the people of Idumea, the Lord's curse, the judgment. Well, we as a people, the so-called Negroes, Native American Indians, the so-called Latinos, all right? The people that rule over us are the Lord's curse to judgment.
Right. And the thing is, when you look at the current state, people are able to like debate history. You know what I'm saying? They're able to debate. Because Esau trying to change that. Esau's trying to change that history. You know, where the slave ships at. We don't got no ability to go pull up a.
He's trying to make himself innocent. Right. He doesn't want to face his judgment.
There it is.
But see, he's basically a glutton for punishment. Because him trying to establish his new world order system is going to bring him into the judgment of the Heavenly Father. All right?
That's right.
Thus the scripture's going to be fulfilled either way, you know?
You better know it.
And that's why that Isaiah 34 that you just said, the sword is going to be bathed out because the thing is, when it happens, that's going to be memorialized. There ain't going to be no denying that Esau was a devil. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be evident. We know through fact, you know what I'm saying, through scripture. But it's going to be an example of that memorial. You know what I'm saying? That's the memorial of, like, you see that with the proof. Wicked.
Yeah. And see, the Most High setting it up where Esau's going to go with his hand in his cookie jar, man. You know?
All red-headed.
Comes from crimson.
Because we talk about we talk about 2/3 of our people. Yeah. All right. The majority of our people, the wicked of our people, are going to be used to serve their purpose. When Yahweh Shai come back, there's going to be all types of atrocities and miseries that are going to be committed upon the wicked of our people.
Yes, sir.
All right, because what they're given to that number.
Yes, sir.
You know.
I got it.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you.
still reading.
Oh yeah. I mean, I can keep on reading.
Oh, and
Real quick. And then it says, I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy cities shall not return, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. So this is the Lord speaking. All right, because the Lord is going to make the cities a perpetual desolation. You know, well, He's going to throw down these cities in the day of the Lord's wrath. All right, that's a day. That is, it's so many days we wake up, the sun goes up, the sun goes down. But this is one specific day that the Lord have chosen to send His Son Yahweh Shai back and do damage and lay cities perpetually desolate, man. You know?
That could be weeks from now.
Yeah, weeks from now, months from now.
Yeah, one day you're gonna wake up, the next day and it's not gonna be the same.
Yeah, exactly.
Like with that shutdown, it just that Passover. The next day was just.
But see, the average person mind, they have a normalcy bias, you know, where they see cycles of bad things happening and then things go back to a normalcy or to a state of normal. It's still not like it used to be, but it's a comfortable state. But one day something's going to happen and it's not going to get back to normal.
Right.
And you're going to hope it's going to get back to normal, but it's just going to get worse and worse and worse.
Find something to cope with so it can basically override what's going on.
Well, why do you think all these niggas smoke weed? They do drugs, they get because if you really sit down and understood the situation that you're in, you really be blessed. If we really understood the depth of how the elites rule over us as a people and how much they hate us, and how much the policies that they push towards us is meant to destroy us fast, you know? You would be messed up in your mind. But that's why we got the comforter, which is the which is the Bible, you know? We have inside information, we're privy to inside information that coming from on high.
The Lord allowed us to cope like that, to keep us further enslaved.
Right. Well, guess what? Guess what? It's the angel of the Lord, you know? The angel of the Lord blinding them, you know?
On purpose. I mean, if you're not chosen, you're not elect, you're not the elect. That also goes to other Israelites who are blinded and know the truth. Let them read this book real quick.
This is Malachi 1 and 4. It says, whereas Edom said, we are impoverished.
Yes.
But we return to build the desolate places.
During the Renaissance, before the Renaissance, they call it the Dark Ages. You know? Because prior to that, you had with the Greek Empire, and then you had the Greco-Roman Empire, you know, and then there was a time period where Esau Edom was basically it was in a low state, you know. But they came back during the time of the Renaissance. They did the iconoclasm, you know. They took all the dark images and made them white images. You know, these are all crimes that they created. You know, this is all iniquity. You know,
and then we go back to the Maccabees. They kind of did the same damn thing.
Yeah.
And they went was it Antiochus and them? Yep. So they built up a tab with debt that they had to get paid. Yeah, they wrote a check that they asked in cash.
And then the reparations, looking at the cheers, every one of us is millionaires.
I don't want their money.
No, based on reparations. That money ain't gonna repair.
And then the thing about it is the elites, they have benefited at the top. Right. All right, they get the top benefits, right, of all the atrocities, all the destruction, all the mayhem, all right, that has happened in the world. The wars that they profited off of. Yes, sir. You know? Yep.
Trial. trial, you get more years.
They shall build, but I would throw down.
Yeah, they shall build. See, they built all of this up. See, all of this is only going to take 60 minutes for all of this. That one day that we was talking about the day of the Lord, the day of the Lord, 60 minutes, man. The World Trade Center. All right, you got all of these works. It took years and decades to build this up. And only 60 minutes is going to be destroyed. Yes! Pursuant to the book of Revelation. Yes! Right?
Revelation 18.
Revelation 18.
Then half of the 60 minutes is the missiles getting here. Because once the missiles hit, that's it.
When the missiles hit, the earth is going to shake. Yes, sir. Pursuant to Isaiah.
Yes, sir. One word, prophet. One word.
Blasting this place. Yep. They're going to be shooting laser beams.
And rightfully so, man.
That's right. That's right.
What has America done? In fact, it's kind of when I was telling brother yesterday, this place was never built to have it's only built as a form of a slave camp.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Basically, it's set up where the top elites profit through these corporations that they set up. And they put their CEOs and, and then they use you. Yeah. And then what you're exchanging is you're exchanging time, right, that you can't get back for fiat currency that you got to put in their corporations to use stuff that you're supposed to have naturally, like sun, power, they profitize it,
That's why the more that this society goes to shit, the Lord is getting those impurities out of us, being less dependent on this stuff.
This place was built, Revelation 12 and 12. He know he had a short time. It was only built for a period of time for him to be over us. It was just one particular reason. And once that is done, out with this place, man.
That's why the Lord is shifting. That's why the Lord is shifting the morale on these average people. That's why the average people they're not inclined to bust their ass and work harder. Because for what? Inflation is going to eat up their purchasing power. They're working harder for less. That's why the scriptures say they shall strive and weary themselves in the very fire for vanity.
Right.
Yes, sir. Because what they're doing, they're exchanging all their time and their energy and putting their focus in getting these goals and stuff like that. And it's going to be pulled up from under them. Facts. You got a car, you're putting all your energy to pay the car note. It's going to come a time when you can't even afford the gas. Right. To put in the car. That's right. Yes, sir. So different adversities are coming for these people in the society. All right? And it's going to bring distress. Yes, sir. And it's going to ultimately bring mayhem. Everybody's going to be in the streets. Right. It's going to be chaos. Customer service is worse.
And why they do this here, that's what you just now said. The society. But people ain't even see them. Yeah, they're like a frog. When you take a frog and you boil them in water, they don't realize they're boiling. But if you take that same frog and throw it in hot water, they're going to boil. They're going to jump out.
Then you add social media, constant visuals, people getting shot, people talking, people dealing with things, man. So this is a cocktail, like the scriptures say, this is talking about a breach, swelling up, It's like a powder keg.
Breach.
And he's using his media. Which media comes from media. That's why when you go to YouTube, you got so many channels and sources. Channel this, channel that, source this, source
witchcraft,
that. That's all witchcraft, man.
Bring it out of us. Bring it out.
That's another one of his witchcrafts.
Yes, sir.
That fucking media.
You know what I was thinking too? Because, the scripture talks about how that his knowledge was on the priest, man, because how the way I'm just saying this whole bit of people, how got demonized as is what they call that AI. Right now, what's popular right now with the AI boys? Right? You can have different SoundCloud rappers. You have the same songs like, dang, it's almost the same.
Yes.
So, and after that, now, now they got the price recognition, so they could demonize us for somebody else's face.
That's right.
It seems like it's us, but we might. That's how. Hey, that's why the scripture says that Esau's wiser than Daniel.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. When you go to John 15 and 18, the world hated me before it hated you.
Yes, sir.
So those spirits was already created to hate God. And those are Israelites.
Yes, sir.
These people gonna eat it up, man. They gonna eat it up. They waiting for something like that to happen. They looking for a reason to hate us more.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But will you stand firm for the Lord?
Hey!
That's the key.
Hey!
See, all these policies, a lot of people aren't privy to. I mean, of knowing the draconian laws, which goes back to blood laws. They're not privy to understand what's going on. But what they do is show you, send you a couple of perks and a couple of benefits to cover up the pain. We're gonna give you food stamps. Remember they gave us that stimulus?
Yeah.
Everybody, the black woman, said, I got my stimulus. They bought hair and garments, and then what happened? The devil taxed their ass, man. They got the inflation, they taxed them, took the stimulus back, and more. Now they're broke as hell, man.
Yeah.
You women, you gonna catch it the worst though, man. Cause nobody knows. Let's say they give you a reparation check. What the hell a nigga gonna do with a reparation check?
They showed that on the Nation Pound show. You remember what happened on the Nation Pound show?
Yeah, they're gonna put it back in their car. And then what's gonna happen, they're gonna tax it. And now the car that costs $2,000 is costing $5,000.
Yes, sir.
This is what happened in Rome. Everything that happened now happened.
You better know.
That's why he said, Yahushua said, I'll give you the signs and the times to know when this place is going down. And it's going down, man. Like Young Jock said.
Yes. Yes.
Measure the time diligently.
Go and Terry when it shows itself, it'll go down.
It'll go down. Yep. You got more in your Yeah. CVS gonna have them. And why do you think they letting them black women, they giving them those jobs and medical fees? Who you think that's for, man? They're nothing but modern day witches.
Oh, by the way, that pharmacy, we looked that up. That means witchcraft.
They sure do. They don't have it at the time.
Let's go, brother. Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Bring it out. What's that, Walgreens?
Yeah.
They got the witches.
Yeah, Walgreens.
They'll have some things that can help you seem like, but that's the trickery to keep you coming back.
And it's red.
Nobody's supposed to heal overnight, man. Come on.
That take time.
Your body is not designed to heal over fucking night. Jake, see, the society is fast. You see the way people driving and shit?
Like you said, the AI, all the technology will make you think so fast.
Right.
And people are more triggered.
Right. That's why it seems like the weeks go by quicker, the days go by quicker. Everything's moving fast. Yeah.
You never sleep.
Yeah, you heal, and you go to get with your woman, be like, damn, what the hell did happen? You start plucking it and shit, get up. But you got rights that they don't tell you about. I remember I went to parenting class. How the hell I gotta go to parenting class for wanting to be a father and shit? But that's the law they give you in order to try to seek any kind of custody. So I go to parenting class, and they telling me, the white woman is telling me this. Y'all don't know, y'all got many benefits. There's laws to protect y'all.
Yeah.
And we're like, where? And there is, but they hide them. And they make it so hard for you to get to it and shit. This whole education system should have taught us economics, man. The first thing a nigga do is get a credit. When I got out of school, the first thing they did is give me some fake ass credit card. You know why they gave it to me? Because they knew I was gonna screw up. Just to mess up my credit, so I'm in debt, so I can't own a damn thing. Because this place don't run on cash, it runs on debt. Now the so-called white man, he can have a debt, and he don't have to pay it back. He can just keep borrowing on it. Let your black ass get a debt. They say, well look, I just want to borrow $1,000, $2,000, and you already owe $500. You know what he gonna say? Nigga, we report you to the credit bureau. You ain't getting a damn thing.
That's if you get it. Shit.
The banks are trying to bail out. You got a scripture? Go ahead, brother. Salaki, go ahead, read, brother. I was just speaking to y'all guys.
And say, woe to him that
lining up all the in the house knowing that you got to pay bills. You already got the money to pay it. You know, you want to.
Because he can never repair what he does. There's no repair. Only the Most High can repair it. And the Most High will repair it. There's only one reparation. Only one repair. There it is. And only the Most High is the one destroying us. One repair. So they can give us, I mean, they want to send me a $10,000 reparation check. I ain't gonna say here, man, take that shit back. But guess what's gonna happen if you get a $10 million reparation?
Food stuff gonna go up.
Yeah,
Right.
a gallon of milk gonna cost you $150, $200.
It cost you $1 million.
Right.
This is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my laws into their mind.
That's the reparation, which proves there's no way we in the damn new covenant yet.
You know, brother behind the camera, he hates the hell.
I ain't gonna go there, man. I'm gonna just stay quiet. I didn't mean to say that, but you know what I mean. Yeah. We ain't in no new covenant. How the heck we in new? If the Lord let's say the Lord was gonna put His laws in our hearts and our minds so we don't sin. How the heck are we in a new covenant? The Lord is a perfect power and it's His promises.
Yeah,
He's right. Yep.
I mean, look at your bodies.
We all messed up.
You say that we in the new covenant, true, got to be put down like a dog.
How we gonna be in a new covenant when we got all this stuff going?
Why am I telling you we in the new covenant if we in the new covenant?
You got your woman, she done had 30 men on her. That's the new covenant.
She gotta be.
That's scary though.
She gotta go that way.
She gotta go that way.
I mean, if you think about it though, man, that's actually scary, man. When one actually do something to you like that.
Right.
That's a scary.
That's scary. That's scary.
That's why it says it's a powerful thing to put in the hands of the living power.
And this man is power, but we're in the new covenant. Come on now. The white man is in power, but we're in the new covenant for the crash of a dollar. Right. Oh, yeah. Women that been with other men, you know, we've committed adultery. So we're not perfect. He's got to make us perfect.
Yes, sir.
The scriptures talk about incorruption, right? But not corruption. How are we going to get incorruption? We got to get that. We don't have it. And once He put His laws in us, we'll have those bodies, we'll have that mind, we'll be walking Bibles, we wouldn't even open the Bible. Go ahead, brother.
It says, for I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah.
Yeah. Meaning there's no other nation. Yep.
Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt.
So no, we're waiting on a new covenant, right? Which goes back to a contract, you know? Go ahead.
Because they continue not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, saith the Lord. This is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my laws into their mind.
That's the key. And you got these Israelite groups saying that we're in a new covenant. Which, if that's the case, put His laws into our mind. But here's the problem. When it says the house of Israel, who is that talking about? That's not talking about just the elect. That's talking about the whole house. When you have a building, if there's no people living in it, it's considered a building. If the people are living in there, it's considered a house. He said the house of Israel and the house of Judah, meaning 2/3 will have the covenant. They will have the laws. That's not going to happen until they come back.
That's right. As it is written, all thy people shall be righteous.
And the funny part is, that would be the true brainwashing, the washing of the filth. But we don't have those corruptible minds that you mentioned earlier. They have incorruptible men without the corruption. That's the true brainwashing.
Can I get you a quick scripture real quick on that?
The book of Revelation 13 and 10. Matter of fact, 13 and 9, it says, if any man have an ear, let him hear. Okay. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and faith of the saints. So that's the patience and faith of the saints. Is that this takes place.
He's got to go down.
Yeah. Above all nations.
Yeah.
You know, so why we still low in the new agreement? That made no sense. Israel's going to be above all.
First of all, if the Lord said he's going to put his laws in us, right? That's talking about man, women, and children. Right? And you ain't going to have no little children walking around with dirty, sagging things, man.
Ezekiel 11 is a complete cut to that because it's a complete transition. Because when you read it, it talks about the Lord being a little sanctuary unto us in the countries where we dwell. And then it goes into the Lord taking us from out of the sanctuary and gathering us together and bringing us to Israel. And then the new spirit, you know, that the Lord's going to put into us. So it's a complete cut. So you read that chapter, it's a complete cut. It's a good chapter. The Lord's going to take away all the detestable things. And there's still detestable things out there.
Go ahead.
He had a scripture.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
This is Genesis 9 and 6. It says, whoso sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed. For in the image of Yahweh made he man.
Right, so who shut up man's blood, shall his blood be shed. You know, that's what goes around countries. You know, what they call karma. You know, anything that's happened before.
Read that real quick.
I missed that one.
Read 16.
It goes downstairs. This is Ezekiel 11 and start at 16. It says, therefore say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, although I have cast them far off among the heathen, and although I have scattered them among the countries.
So yeah, we've been cast off among the heathen, all right, in the other nations. Right, you got different castes popping up throughout, you know, the United States, throughout the four corners of the earth, man. Like our brothers from Australia to the islands, you know. Go ahead.
Got brothers in Germany.
Yep.
This scripture, I forgot where it says. It says that that this preach shall be that this word shall be preached on the four corners of the earth. Back here, what South America.
Also, yeah, the gospel of the Lord shall be preached to all the ends of the earth. Yep. That's why this word, man, this is of Yahweh Shah, man. All right? This is gospel of Yahweh Shah, the doctrine. Who we are as a people, what the Lord is coming to do, right? The salvation of Israel. This is the gospel of Israel. This is what the elect of Israel to hear and be sealed with, so that when the chaos and the calamities come, we can be comforted and delivered. You know? So that's why the scripture, that's why the scripture is built in, right?
It says, yet will I be to them as a little sanctuary.
The Lord is unto us as a little sanctuary. It's a place we come for comfort. Don't come every week. You you know, it's like a therapeutic, right? You know, just read the scriptures to each other, you know, with the understanding and the doctrine of Yahweh Shai. The scriptures say what? When 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, that I shall be in the midst. You know, we don't come out here and prescribe what we're going to tell you. We just let the scriptures speak. And this is a comforting thing. You know, you got people walking past, they don't understand the comfort in knowing what's about to take place on this earth. And not being triggered by what you see, you know, and reacting. You know, we always revert back to the scriptures, to the comfort.
That parable of the virgins, the wise virgins, waiting for the bridegroom to come.
Yes, sir.
You know,
Which this is going to bring us into the new covenant. You know,
when you get married, it's like a contract. The contract.
Consummation of the marriage.
Consummation of the marriage. So that shows we're not in the marriage. You know what I'm saying? We're in the contract. You gotta have the bridegroom to be a part of the contract, to be a part of the marriage.
And hold up, 1 Thessalonians 4:16. Hold that. But, you know,
I'm saying because when I pulled up across the street, it was a globe, but just over here. You know what I'm saying? In the new covenant, that globe is going to be everywhere, not just in one specific, spot or whatever. Like that guy that was up here, he said, "Man, I just drove up." I said, "You must have saw what I saw because it was illuminating. I was way down there, man."
Every man in Israel in that time, you had the glory of the Lord, Yahweh Shai on you. You know, we're going to be an insight to the nation. You know, we're going to be the most sought after men on the face of the earth, man. With the knowledge of Yahweh Shai, man. You know, that's why we got to continue in what we're doing.
Because with the first contract, the first covenant, it was benefits. You know what I'm saying? You do these things, I'm going to set you up on high. You know? But our people didn't do that. You know? So with this, the new one, the new covenant, the new laws, the new agreement, you know, you're never gonna go off and you're gonna be sought after. You're gonna be like a God, you're gonna be like a king, a priest. You know?
God is gonna make us a nation of kings.
It's verse 16. It says, "Therefore say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, although I have cast them far off among the heathen, and although I have scattered them among the countries, yet will I be to them as a little sanctuary in the countries where they shall come."
Yeah, the different states, they represent the different countries. You know, represent different states doing the work of Yahweh Shai. You know, starting with the elders and apostles, great millstone, who set the pattern or the standard. You know, that's what we saw. You know, keep on reading.
It says, "Therefore say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I will even gather you from the people and assemble you out of the countries where ye have been scattered."
So we've been gathered by the word of the Lord, right? And the Lord is assembling us, right?
He's like a puzzle, a big puzzle. You gotta assemble the puzzle, put the pieces together.
This is the transition of the nation of our people, man. All right, this is the transition of our people.
The ones that was sincere first.
Yup.
You know, the elect.
Starting with the first, because the elect was ordained from the foundation of the earth. All right. This place is already destroyed. This is playing out. You know, we're just in the time of the fulfillment of what was written in the scriptures. You know.
Yeah, for some reason the Lord has that love for the elect, and everything that's being done on the earth right now is for the outside and the elect. They're the major pieces to the puzzle. You know, why the world is crumbling? Because the elect is being woken up. You know, why ain't the earth being destroyed? Because the elect, the scripture, Revelation 7, you know, the elect has to be sealed before the earth can get hurt.
That's right. All right, let's keep on reading.
It says, "And I will give you the land of Israel."
And the Lord will give us the land of Israel. Right? So is a process that we're going through. You know, that's why we have to suffer. You know.
That's right.
Go ahead.
It says, and they shall come thither.
And they shall what?
And they shall come thither. And they shall take away all the detestable things.
All the detestable things, all the gods, all the philosophies, all right? They're going to be done away with, right? In the kingdom to come ain't going to be no remembrance of no other gods and the other nations, all right? Because by the works of what the Lord is about to do, everybody's going to acknowledge the power of Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
You know?
The whole world.
Facts.
Whole nation. You know?
Whole nation.
Facts.
This by the force, the fire. They that cometh that shall burn as an oven. You know? You gonna read?
Right.
It's a little bit more.
It says, and they shall take away all the detestable things thereof, and all the abominations thereof from thence. And I will give them one heart, and I will put a new spirit within you. And I will take the stony heart out of their flesh, and will give them an heart of flesh, that they may walk in my statutes.
So the Lord is going to put a spirit in us. We're going to walk in his statutes. You know, and it's going to come natural because we're going to be priests to the Heavenly Father. All right? And as priests, you clean the temple, you know, taking away all the detestable stuff, you know, all the detestable things, all the philosophy, Buddha, all the gods of this world is going to be done away with, man. All right?
Yeah. Right. And keep my ordinance, and do them, and they shall be my people.
Yep.
And I will be their God.
Yeah. So this is the transition, you know? It's going to be known that what the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are actually the Lord's people, you know?
That's right. That's right.
Let's get straight to the point. It's Revelation chapter 7, verse 2, and it says, I saw another angel ascend from the east, having the seal of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice to the four angels to whom it was given, to hurt not the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, until we have sealed the servants of our power in our foreheads.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I heard the number of them which were sealed.
Yes, sir.
And there was sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of Israel.
Yes.
You know, like I said, all the tribes, man.
Yes, sir.
Going down from the southern kingdom to the northern kingdom, man.
That's right.
You know, until the time we be sealed, that's when, like I said, things are going to start real happening, man.
Yes, sir.
Some of us shall be in prison. Some of us shall be waters for righteousness' sake.
Yes, sir.
You know?
Yes, sir.
The Lord's grace shall you know, that a lot of the men from the poor were diligently seeking for, man. Yes, sir. That opportunity to receive the end of that promise, man. You know, if we were those men,
yes, sir.
That would get that promise.
Yes, sir.
You know, that we've been done for the Lord. But with that, Lord willing, this is edified. We want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh.
Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadah.